What's up?
Nothing, man.
That's how we start the show, apparently.
That's how we do that. You know, it's funny. I was scrolling through TikTok as I do.
Oh.
I'm an almost 40-year-old that enjoys the TikTok. And I have a lot of people that do VHS movies on TikTok.
You need to start sending me more of these because the ones you have sent me, I really enjoy.
Have you? Oh, okay, good.
I want more.
I will find more for you because I really get into people talking about different versions or the history of the tapes or the cover art.
So much.
And I go down these big rabbit holes. And it's funny because every time we connect, I come here and we sit down, we talk, and instantly I'm like, we're going to talk retro movies. Like, I have it in my head. We're always going to talk retro.
It's basically.
And that's what we end up with.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of funny how that's like my initial, like, do you remember when Scream came out and they had all those really cool artworks on each of the different VHS tapes?
No.
Really?
I've never heard of this.
Oh, dude. Okay. So
like variant covers of comics?
Yeah. So in 97, because Scream came out in 96, I think.
Okay.
So in 97, the VHS release came out, and there was a cover for each of the main characters, and then a full cast cover.
Oh, no kidding.
And the ones that, let me see if I can Google it.
I had the Ghostface cover.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like I got it for Christmas that year or my birthday, and I remember being like, this is not what I wanted. So like it stayed in the cellophane for a very long time. I think it was like I was near the end of college when I finally opened it up and watched it.
Oh, wow.
Because I saw it in the theater and I'm like,
yeah, because they were like these cool blue.
Oh, I do remember
everybody.
Those.
And there's just Drew Barrymore and Courtney Cox, but like Nev Campbell had one. Jamie Kennedy had, there was Nev Campbell's.
No kidding.
Like, but it was cool because it was that blue tint and then pops of color in it.
Yeah.
And that was like one of my first exposures to like variants and like, oh, this is kind of like an artsy cover for a horror movie. This is really unique.
The irony of that is that the best covers ever, like the most artsy covers ever, are all from horror. Anyway.
100%. I mean, it's either like the wild covers or what I really like and I really miss, and I hope we start going back to this. I'm so sick of posters because I was really big into posters.
Yeah,
and you were too. Like just with the floating heads. I wanted posters that I want to go back to like when like the painted posters, like The Thing and Indiana Jones, and where it was like a poster that an artist created.
Yes.
And
oh my God, yes.
We need more. Like that made the movie that much more interesting.
100%.
Because you just put floating heads on a poster. I'm like, yeah, great. It's the new Star Wars. It's red. There's heads. Okay. That's how I felt about 7, 8, 9.
Well, yeah. Oh, jeez. Like, yeah. I remember seeing the artwork for them when they came out. And I was like, you lost it. Like you had the ability. The original Star Wars posters were so cool. They were so good.
So good. Ralph McQuarrie's artwork, or McQuarrie.
Yeah.
Amazing. I remember when the first poster came out, the teaser poster came out for Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
And it was Anakin on Tatooine and his shadow was Vader.
I thought that was pretty dope.
Like, that was awesome.
It was photo, though, which I was hoping it would be painted.
I agree.
Sorry for the sound in the background, folks. I just text the wife to hopefully turn off the AC because we're super professional here.
Hey, turn it down. Cold.
Are you chilly?
No, I'm perfect.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, that is not the normal answer I get from people who come down here to work with me. So if you do, I actually have hoodies right over there for people to wear.
Wow.
So, because they bitch and complain so much.
Really?
So like, it's chilly down here. I'm like, bring a hoodie. How many? You come here literally once a week.
Yeah, and I almost always bring a hoodie with me.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
And sometimes when it's colder out, you guys do like your house a little colder than I do. So sometimes it's a little cold. But man, like right now where it's like warm in the afternoons and stuff, like this is perfect. Basements should be cold.
I agree.
I love it down here right now.
I like the nights are still really nice right now.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying going out and being in the garden and hanging out with the dog outside. And as soon as it gets into the 70s normally, I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. So I don't want to go too much down.
No, I get that.
But you mentioned TikTok.
Yes, I did.
And I want to connect it. I have two very quick things I want to talk about tonight.
Yes.
Before we get into the big one.
Okay.
And the reason I want to talk to them because literally one of them broke today.
Oh.
and the other one has been going on, but I want your opinion on it. So
Okay, cool,
The one that
cool.
broke today is TikTok.
Yes.
Montana, I'm not sure if it's 100% done or not.
Okay.
But Montana wants to or has banned TikTok.
Wow.
To me, that just breeds the First Amendment rights.
Yeah, I mean it's concerning in my opinion from a couple of levels. And again, I don't know anything about anything, but if I was living in Montana, first and foremost, I'd be like, so now I'm not allowed to do what I want to do with the things that I buy, meaning my phone, my internet, and so what's going to be next? What's the next level?
That's it. I'm sorry.
No.
Fucking keep talking. That's exactly it. It's you are literally censoring something on the internet, which unless it's, I mean, now we're getting down the rabbit hole of what should be illegal and what shouldn't. There's so many things on the internet that I don't want to see.
Oh God, yeah.
And
I wish there were things on the internet I could go back and unsee.
Yeah, very much same.
It was a lawless land in the 90s.
And I don't even want to go into it because my brain goes into dark places and I don't want to. But I think limiting a platform that encourages communication and already self-censors, because like the reason they're saying is because China is going to steal people's identities. And I'm like, way too late.
They have it. They've had it for years.
But not only that, but Facebook does it.
Oh,
Instagram
God, yeah.
does it.
Oh, yeah.
There is zero chance of any platform not harvesting this data on you.
To me, this sounds like McCarthyism all over
God,
again.
yes.
It's just fear of China.
Yeah,
They're trying
yeah.
to sow the seeds that China is an enemy. China's spying on us. Because at the end of the day, you're right. The worst offenders of these things that they're accusing others against are American people and American companies.
Yep.
I mean, if you look at the rank, I just saw a TikTok today where somebody was showing like, hey, you think America's awesome and the greatest? Check out these statistics.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're the number one country in gun violence. We're the number one country for expensive schools for college. We are the worst country in lifespan, in reading level, in the things that make you a relatable human, and to which they're limiting more and more now. And they say like TikTok is the opiate of the masses or whatever, and it's so evil in China and all this. And it's like, guys, I watch Gundam videos on this. I'm watching the history of anime. I'm watching
Right.
I'm not watching thirst traps or like
What's a thirst trap?
oh
Like, I mean, is this something I shouldn't be hearing? Because
no, it's just funny because I guess maybe it's like a TikTok thing, but so a thirst trap, and I had to learn about it when I was getting into TikTok because my wife was like, you should download it. I want to send you videos on it.
Is your wife a thirst trap?
No.
Okay.
Thank God.
I'm so fascinated. I need to know right now. Like you are,
I've got to
building
draw
this
it out
trailer
and
up
give you
way
the
too
story.
much.
But I was on it and I started scrolling through I said like, I'm interested in comic books. I'm interested in movies. I'm interested in entertainment. And then it's supposed to tailor videos and curate like content creators to what you picked. Well, I like every third video was some chick in a bikini, like fake giving a blowjob or something.
Yeah,
and you're like,
okay.
the fuck is this? And Andrew was like, oh, those are the thirst traps.
Thirst traps.
I'm like,
Okay.
what the fuck is a thirst trap? And literally all these women do is they like dress skimpy and they shake something or they
Yeah.
make a sex joke
Yeah.
or they fish for compliments. And then that's like that's a whole niche of itself.
Wow.
And it took me months to get those off my like I don't see any of those anymore.
Okay, I need you to help me with TikTok because
Yes.
I despise it in every shape and form. But then I hear people like you who say, hey, I found this awesome subculture on here of VHS collectors and
Yeah.
educators and blah, blah. I can't find the shit. Even when I literally go looking for it.
Yeah.
The things I have are people dancing.
Yeah.
Which is my number one biggest thing I hate about TikTok. If I see you dancing, I will never, ever, ever
Yeah.
look at anything you do. I fucking hate you. I see thirst traps.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Now you know what they are.
Now I know what they are. And I see people screaming
Yeah.
or lip syncing to other audio things. And I fucking hate you all.
Yeah, that's
I'm
like
sorry. This is my angstiest I'm going to get all night. I'm done.
that's like the new that's like the new meme So remember like I say early days of Reddit, but I think Reddit had been around for a while at this point in time. But like, do you remember when, fuck, I can't remember what they were called. The anger memes came out where there was like those hand-drawn line sketch images.
Yeah.
And it was like everybody knew that face associated with anger, that face associated with love, you know.
Right.
And it was like the precursor to emoticons. Well,
yeah,
that's kind of the new thing with TikTok where it's like someone will lip sync over audio to something,
right.
but they will have text in the video explaining their situation. So like we could make one about VHS tapes and you could pick any random sound bite, you know, or like you could do one from Star Wars of like Han Solo, like, oh, I got a bad feeling about this. And then you could have text or an image in there of something relatable that you're talking about now. Like it could be Indiana Jones 5 or it could be.
But everything you're saying is clever.
Yes.
The shit I see is someone sitting on their couch, lip syncing to something, and then a picture of their dog. It's like, this is fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb.
I don't want to tell you how many dog and cat TikToks I follow. And several of the animals have gotten sick, and I've had to unfollow because it's breaking my heart.
Wow.
Because these animals they're so fucking cute.
Oh. I get it.
I have a lot of TikToks with cats that are wobbly because they have that
like neurological disorders. I love them and I want them all. I want to take care of them all.
The worst thing I found out was that munchkin cats with the short little legs, they are in constant pain every day of their life. And that broke my heart. And I had to unsubscribe from all of those.
Oh my God, that's
it's the most depressing thing ever.
This fucking week, man. This whole fucking week. I will talk about that after the show because I do not want this shit in anyone's head.
Yeah.
So,
anyways, but yes, I can help you find cool TikToks.
I actually like that. So fuck Montana and your
yes,
because they're stating it's in the same vein as gambling sites, like, you know, the social media is the exact same thing as gambling. It's evil, it's blah blah, and that just seems so obtuse.
Okay, then ban Facebook, ban Twitter, ban all of them.
Which is, I don't understand why one is okay but the other is not, just because one's based in China, even though literally the American people are doing the exact same thing.
And the CEO of TikTok, I remember watching highlights of some of the court cases. He came out and he was like, look, everything's housed on American servers. Nothing is going back to China. He's like, I'm not even Chinese. Like, because he's an Asian guy.
Oh.
And it caused, and the questions that he got asked, they were like, does the TikTok need the internets?
Oh my
And he was like, yes, TikTok does require Wi-Fi if you don't have cellular service. So like, no further questions. I recuse my time. So like they'd ask the dumbest question and then like he would answer it very like honestly, like this is common fucking sense. But I personally, this goes all the way back to Ajit Pai and the FCC and net neutrality.
Yeah.
Like this is some of that shit that's been bubbling for a little while.
Yeah.
And I thought net neutrality was going to be a lot worse when it went away. I thought it was going to get really bad really fast.
Right.
It kind of all stayed the same, but now I think we're starting to see those inroads of like people forgot. Let's fuck shit up.
Yes. I mean, this is not for this podcast right now. Mostly because I need to read to be a part of this conversation. It has been a minute. While we're doing this, just can you look at the recorder real quick?
Yes.
Is my audio okay? Is it pinging? Is it red?
It is in the green.
Is it green? Like, so if I get like this, is that a little too red? Or because I think I'm going to get a little excited tonight.
No red at all.
Awesome,
man.
that's good.
No
so
red
let's
at all.
move on to
We're
the
good.
next thing.
Yes.
You are a writer.
I like to think so.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it on the show already. It's not a surprise.
It's not a secret.
You are a good writer.
Thank you.
Fucking deal with it, man. You're very very good.
I'm working on my self-esteem and therapy, brother.
Fair. At some point, I would love to talk about a movie script that is being worked at some point. But right now, there's a writer's strike happening.
Yes.
And one of, not the major thing, there's a lot of major things, but one of the major aspects of this is artificial intelligence.
Yes.
And I've been editing a I've been editing a video podcast for the last 2 weeks of my other show that's hopefully going to be dropping the same day this does. So head on over to Night Owls Media, where Night Owls Media.
Look at that.
Basically, I'm very, very inundated. And after we recorded that episode, so much has come out about AI.
Oh yeah.
And the writer's strike, I think, is one of the bigger things, because I think it's starting to put this magnifying glass on what AI is not only capable of, but capable of killing off careers.
Oh yeah.
So you, as a writer, I know you don't do writing as
a profession,
but it doesn't make it any less important. What's your opinion on this?
It's interesting. I guess I always kind of thought of AI writing like it was always just kind of funny and weird at the beginning, right? When it was, I guess, would you call it learning? It's like, hey, we forced AI to watch 100 hours of shitty Seinfeld episodes, and here's what it came up with. And it's like, oh, that's really fucking funny because...
Do you think those were real, though?
They were almost too... They were too perfectly flawed to be, like, man-made, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like, they were... I never understood what they meant when they said we trained AI or we forced AI. It's like, what does that mean?
Do you know what it means now?
I don't.
Okay, so AI technology, it does not exist in a vacuum, right?
Right.
You have to create a program, you write the code, and then you feed it information. So for instance, you know what Midjourney is?
No.
Midjourney, it's what we use to make our show graphics.
Wow.
So
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I'm all over Midjourney. No,
it doesn't matter because I pay for it, so fuck them.
Yeah.
So if I was getting it for free, it'd be a little more
different.
Thanks.
Yeah. Wink.
Yeah. So what they do is, they write the code, they write the algorithm, they write, the information, and then they literally like show it images, and they're like, this image is of Santa Claus on a house, snow on top, wearing a red suit, blah blah blah. Like you like define it in text based as much as possible.
Okay.
And you just feed it. And the same thing was for the writing things. Is you would feed it data. On what words meant what in what order, how the structure works, how social media is different than a script, is different than programming language, blah, blah, blah. And like the one that I use is Chat GPT.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things you can do with it. There's a lot of, functionalities. So they had to feed it different algorithms in order for it to kick back what it can do. So that's what it means by feeding it like episodes of Seinfeld or something.
Just in my head right now, the way you're describing it, I'm imagining Johnny Five from Short Circuit being strapped to the chair like Alex DeLarge in Clockwork Orange, and just being
2 movie references.
Like,
nice.
It's a mashup.
Yeah, I feel it.
It's fusion, as they say. But like that's what I imagine. Like Johnny Five's like need input, and they're like, here's someone getting raped, Johnny Five, and he's like, no. That went dark, but that was a Clockwork Orange joke.
It's
a dark movie.
Man, it went dark quick.
It went really...
All I'm thinking of is Johnny Five's alive. This is making me really happy. I want to sing the Kick Your Balls into Outer Space song. But now I'm remembering Alex.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's kind of sad.
Give Johnny Five some Malaco Plus, and we'll see what happens.
Wow. Me and the Johnny Five Droogies, we're alive.
We need to hurt to feel alive.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Clockwork AI.
So,
going back to the writing.
Yeah, going back to the writing, seeing how it's doing what it's doing, how do you feel about this?
I mean, okay, I guess if I look at it the way I'm thinking of it right now, I'm looking at it through the lens of American entertainment right now. In American entertainment now, I can see how it's a threat. Because if I'm being honest, American entertainment is fucking lazy. And it makes sense that AI is a threat because we're playing and we're writing shows to the lowest common denominator of people to watch.
For most of the time, yeah.
And AI is kind of already, that's like the peak of what it's doing is lowest common denominator people. So, and I'm not judging people when I say that.
Right.
It's
I
just
see what you're saying.
dick and fart jokes make some people laugh more than others.
Well,
and they're
tropes,
easy to make.
things that have been done 100 times before.
Exactly.
Still.
I think from that perspective, I think, look, American entertainment was already, I lost a lot of interest in it years ago. Honestly, the only thing that kind of kept me going to watching movies and stuff had been Marvel for a while, and even that's kind of fallen off.
Okay, we'll get into that in a little bit.
like Marvel, Star Wars, like there were not many things I would go to the theater for anymore. I would wait, and I would wait for it to come to streaming. I would still get excited, but then I found every time I would get excited, I'd be insanely let down.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And that's kind of all we put, unless there's very specific creators.
Correct.
Like James Gunn.
James Gunn, Edgar Wright,
absolutely.
Regardless, I'll
people
go
we've
see
talked
this.
about several times on this show.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of finesse to things. Like if you want to be like intellectually stimulated in a show or in a movie, I mean, like let's look at like something like The Last of Us. Not only did you like Pedro Pascal he wasn't the only reason that show was a success. But
he was good.
He was great.
He was not on the top 10 list of things that I found amazing about that show. Yes.
Totally agreed. But a lot of that was the writing, the pacing.
Correct.
Like,
100%.
And they structured the story in such a unique way. Like that is where I don't think AI is capable of finding those nuances to say, we have a complex story to tell. It can tell you an episode of Two Broke Girls and name it something else, and everyone's laughing and it'll make millions of dollars. Absolutely. It could do that in a heartbeat. But sitcoms are a different genre. So it's like, and I haven't followed a lot of the writer's strike to be perfectly honest. I've seen a lot of the people taking pictures and like celebrities and all that. But all the celebrities I'm seeing, they're sitcom actors. It's Parks and Rec people. It's The Office people. It's people who were in sitcoms are the ones that are lobbying the most heavily against it. I don't see David Lynch out there. I don't see fucking what's his name? The guy Charlie Kaufman out there. Like the guys that have those unique perspectives and those really interesting minds that are just unpredictable. That's where the art is. That's where the storytelling is in my eyes. I like to watch sitcoms a lot because they're comfortable, they're familiar, they are repetitious, easy, and they're always on. I don't want to think. I just worked at my day job all day. I'm tired. I'm trying to figure out if I want to have the motivation to do this or that. Let me put this on in the background. That's what AI is for. AI is for drivel. I think if you're looking, and maybe, I guess this is a weird hope, maybe what we see out of this is kind of a renaissance of art house films coming back into popularity because people will get tired.
Yeah, right. Well,
hopefully.
I think we're already there with like the Marvel formula.
Yeah. Oh, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I have not seen it yet. I'm dying to. I have heard nothing but positivity.
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Red Letter Media said they liked it.
I mean,
that shook me.
That's huge. I mean, before that, I watched, what was the one that came out right before it?
Dungeons and Dragons? Or
Marvel. Ant-Man.
Oh, we saw that. Oh, yeah, we already talked about that.
Yeah, no interest.
It was fucking stupid.
Like, and that's the thing. It's like, you've got the right creators, the right minds behind it.
Right.
So, long way to answer your very short question of like, what do you think? I see it as an immediate threat to the lowest common denominator.
Right.
At the same time, I have also heard that there are a lot of things being passed from like a comic book side of things where they're saying, look, comic book artists will always be comic book artists. You won't see AI now. Will they live up to that? Most likely not, because they're going to find it's cheaper to not have people.
I already tried that.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
It is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
But I did. I've been playing a lot with Midjourney and ChatGPT. One, to get to know it. Two, to use it for what I can for my own business.
Yeah, for sure.
But I created comic book pages.
Okay.
That looked pretty freaking good in the style of Scotty Young.
Oh, dope.
And they looked good. They weren't perfect, and from image to image there was variations. But if I would spend more time honing the words I would use and the prompts and everything else, then yeah, I could get it there. So I think okay, fuck. There's a fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah, tell me what you're thinking.
Okay, so first and foremost, I believe AI will never take over humanity.
No.
Because there's always something in the human ability to tell a story, to create something that is not tropey.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
So I do see AI as both a threat and a useful tool. And let's just be honest, it's not going away.
No.
Us bitching about it, people complaining, whatever, it is not going to go away. It's not going to happen. It is here now.
Yeah, it's like automation.
It's like automation.
It's never going away.
We need to learn how to be a part, have a symbiotic relationship.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you're just going to get left in the dirt and you're going to be a grandpa.
Right.
Screaming about
I'm
this
sure
to the
that
sun.
I'm sure that model builders in the film industry were terrified when CG came out.
Oh my God, yeah.
And
right.
when you look back, it's like everybody prefers the model stuff, or what they don't realize is a lot of it's a blend. It's models and CG.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. We need to find a way to adapt.
And so that's why I'm trying to get on the horse, because I understand, whatever comes next, this is going to be a giant part of it.
Oh, for sure, sure.
So I use it to generate lists, to generate ideas, and
that's cool.
That's one of the things the writers are concerned about is like, okay, you have. You pump in your characters, you pump in your scenes, you pump in your themes and blah, blah, blah. Now write me 20 script concepts, and then we'll find the one we like. And then now write me a bullet point draft tree treatment for that script where X happens to B, C says something that detriments to D. Now do it. Now fill in the gaps.
That's interesting. So I guess the way you explained it to me that way, and thank you for that further explanation, because
that's just what I've heard.
And that makes a lot of sense. And quite frankly, okay, let me bring this into my day job a little bit. So we have a new system that we're implementing. I negotiate contracts. And in that new system, part of that is there's an AI feature. And that AI feature will find common things that we redline or edit, and it will say, and it will find common accepted resolutions from other contracts. So it'll say, like, you pump a contract into it, and it'll say, like, hey, these are the common things that get redlined. Why don't you automatically make these accepted adjustments that we've seen from company to company get accepted?
Right.
So it's making your job easier.
Right.
So from looking at it from a corporate perspective is very different from a creative perspective. So I'm not going to say they're the same.
Correct, because technically, word checker, spell checker, is AI.
Yeah, absolutely. But from a writing perspective, like, what a great tool. The way you described it, what if you're a writer or you're just starting out in the industry and you're like, I really don't know where to go, but I got this job and I need to show some skills.
Yeah.
And you get a bullet point list of short, sweet ideas. All you really need, as a person who likes to write, we could have a conversation. You could write something on a piece of paper. I go, that's really cool.
Right.
And then I would ask myself, well, what if this happened? And then if you can ask yourself, what if, and go from there, you can figure the rest out on your own. You just need a springboard to kind of jumpstart that creativity.
You just described every writer's room since like the 1920s.
Right. So what, are they worried about the culture going away? They're culture of the writer room?
They're worried about these AI tools taking over that job. So no longer do you spend a week bouncing ideas off of each other when you can do it, when one person can do it in an afternoon and then hand it off to someone, up to one person to polish it, instead of having that normal team where you could fire 19 people and keep one.
And I get that, but at the same time, I would also pose, why couldn't those 19 people then? And again, I'm not trying, I'm just talking off of what I know. I'm not advocating for the downfall or the firing of anybody.
Play the devil's advocate.
But it's like, okay, at that point, if you've got 19 people working on season 55 of The Simpsons, leave that to one guy with AI. Let those other 19 create something they want, that they're passionate about. Wow. And maybe that's not the right way to look at it.
Well,
but
I love what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because it was basically the exact same theory of, hey, we have $500 million to play with as a budget for the year.
Right.
What movies get what percentage? Do
Right.
we make 500 truly awesome $1 million movies with a lot of passion and
Right.
drive and creativity? Or do we make Transformers 8 and 9?
Yeah. And they're going to go for whatever's going to make
They're
the most
going to go with the Transformers 8 and 9 every
time.
fucking day.
And that's the problem, because you don't have, well, you may have creative people running and using the money, like running the studios and all that.
Right.
But they've lost that
Oh,
creative
it's-
edge years and years ago.
And I mean, the old adage is it's called show business. And that's true, because
it is.
as a business owner, I cannot keep my doors open to offer my services for more people
Sure.
unless I make money.
Absolutely.
I can't. If I'm not making money, those doors close and I will never do that work for anybody.
Right.
So I understand they have to make money. My problem is the extent of that money
There should
and
be
the distribution.
they're going to have to find a way to put limitations on it. I think they can use it as a tool. Like, and I feel like I'm siding with the corpo.
See,
I feel like it's an easy pitfall to come into, because
it is.
I see it as a very useful tool.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of guidelines that they've got to create or something.
So there's already been guidelines
It's
for
so gray
copyright
area.
put in place.
Yeah.
The USCO, I believe, is the United States Copyright Office or organization, whatever. They put into effect that the new law is anything you create in AI as is not copywritten.
Okay.
Now, when you sign up for Midjourney, the art program that we
Sure.
use, you own the image that you make.
Okay.
That does not mean it's copywritten, though.
Sure.
So you own it. I can sell it. We can use it for whatever we want.
NFTs.
Yeah.
No.
But it's not copywritten.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you have to do is you have to alter it. And then from the information I've seen, you have to keep all your original data. You have to keep your original prompts. You have to keep the original file, blah, 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 to prove that you did a massive change to it.
Sure.
So,
I mean,
that's just copyright. That's not talking about 1,000 other things on the board here.
Yeah,
But-
and I know with the writer's strike, there's always other things that are going on.
definitely.
A lot of that is reimbursement or residuals. I mean, they writers get fucked so hard
my God.
on that stuff.
I heard the story this week about a writer who was saying, like, it used to be whenever like a show or a movie or something that they wrote or worked on the writing of, they used to get like $800, $900 every time it reran or something like that.
Syndication was where the money was at. Absolutely.
But now they're making $14 to $40.
It's ridiculous.
And it's shocking.
It's interesting how the industry has changed in a very short period of time if you really look at it. Because and this is any creative industry. I was actually thinking about this the other day as I was listening to some new manga podcasts.
Which is a whole other episode. We have to talk about that.
It is.
I cannot wait to talk about talk to you about manga and anime.
Oh, I'm so thrilled. I'm so
God,
thrilled.
My nerd is just going to explode.
But we had talked, I remember we talked about this when there was a big tragedy at the anime studio where the guy burned it down and killed all those people.
KyoAni.
And that was the one studio that was actually like paying mangaka and like creators like a living wage, and they were fair to their employees.
Every single employee made a very good living, had family time, which no other studio does.
Never, not in Japan.
And they actually listened to everyone's ideas. Like that was one of their like founding ideas is everyone can have an idea.
And it's just so unfortunate that it happened.
It was
on so many levels.
It was horrible. Do you want to talk about really quick? Because like we already discussed it, opened it up. A fucking lunatic. Went to this place of business.
He was a disgruntled employee, I think.
Was it an employee? I never heard who it was.
I thought I had heard that on some of the news sites, but I don't know if it was ever corroborated or confirmed.
And it's also it's starting to be again. It was the number one employer of women in the anime industry. Like they really went out of their way to give women voices.
And goddamn right, because women
fucking A.
create amazing manga and amazing anime.
And the company's called Kyoto Animation or KyoAni.
Okay.
And KyoAni is responsible for absolutely some of my all-time favorite shows, like K-On! I don't know if you're K-On! is flawless from beginning to end.
Oh my god, K-On's awesome.
But like everything they did was just jaw-droppingly emotional and good and powerful. And what is it? God, I'm gonna fuck up this number, so please don't take this as a verbatim. But I think like 48 people died.
Oh, jeez.
In that fire.
Even if it's a fraction of that, it's too many.
They lost their entire history of work that was not backed up. All the physical, all the cell animation, all the stuff like that, all of it's gone. And then they were working on something like 12 or 16 shows that were they're gone forever.
Yeah.
And like that isn't as important as the fucking lives that were destroyed.
Oh, absolutely. But it is important still, because some of that stuff, knowing who they were employing, and that type of stuff, that's groundbreaking when you have that many, especially in a country. I don't know a lot about this, but I assume there are, some hierarchical things going on there, men versus women, like having a very heavily women employed company creatively getting massive airtime and respect
and fair wages.
Like that's huge
in an industry that is notorious.
Oh
for
God.
A, not doing fair wages, and B, not paying at all.
Yeah. And that's where I was kind of leading to, and I was thinking about this because I was thinking about that incident that happened, that tragedy that happened, and then I remember watching a couple documentaries on. There's a Japanese channel, NHK.
I love it. I love it. I've learned so much shit from that channel.
It's amazing, and they had one about like being a manga creator, and like a very popular manga creator runs a manga camp out in like the country. And these guys live in his cabin, and it's a big cabin, but they live in a cabin, and all they do all day, sun up to sundown, is they write and they draw manga, and they try to get published.
Yeah.
And they are so focused on their dreams. And we see this in America too, and I just think this is a good example from the manga. But unless their manga makes it big, they are 100% exploited every single time. They're taken advantage of.
Yep.
And the wages, and you exemplified it perfectly. Low to no wages, horrible treatment, no benefits. Well, they don't need
horrible
benefits.
schedules.
Just they're treated like dog shit.
Yeah.
And it's all because of these corporate people see, wow, manga and anime is popular. I can make a fuck ton of money on here.
Because you love doing it.
Right. And so it makes me feel dirty as a fan sometimes.
Little bit.
Because I want to support the artist and the creator, but they don't do independent publishing out there really.
Well, okay. So
to my knowledge,
not to the degree that we do. Like you can't go to a normal comic book convention and find the droves of people self-publishing the way we do.
Right.
The way, you and I have done.
Yeah.
What they do have, you've heard of Comiket?
Yes.
Now, granted, I don't know much about it, but I will say that, and like, we're not hiding anything on this show.
No.
You and I are planning to go to Japan together.
Absolutely.
At some point. I have tried to figure out when we could go and do Comiket at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Comiket is an independent manga and manga art comic book convention.
That sounds amazing.
That's it. It's just independent or big people doing their own shit like doujinshis and stuff like that, which is like unofficial manga.
It's like fanfic.
It's like fanfic, only it's like
it's good fanfic.
High quality.
Yeah.
And there's like a hentai floor.
Oh.
They
sequester them to their own floor.
There's a shonen floor. There's like a turbo hardcore indie floor.
Oh, dude.
I've watched a few documentaries about this. Like, I watched one where a person made these little inch-by-inch books.
Wow.
And they sold them for 5 yen each, even though they hand-stitched them.
Holy shit.
And most of these people just want their shit out there.
Yeah.
So, you know me.
Yeah.
I go way out of my way for anything independent, but truly independent. Not my big fat Greek wedding independent. Like, if you made this, if you burnt the disc yourself and you printed off your shit at Kinko's, I will fucking buy it regardless if it's good or not.
Oh,
I
you
love
tried.
that.
Yeah,
Because you fucking tried. And I have so much respect for that.
absolutely.
So Comic Cat's kind of always been this dream. So
Yeah.
there is a culture for it, but the problem is that there's not a big market for it.
Well, excuse me. I mean, I get it. When you look at the wealth of anime and manga out there, everybody knows shonen. Even if you've never heard of anything, you know shonen.
Do you want to explain what shonen is, or?
I mean, so I'll give my.
I love that we said we're going to do this on a different episode, but fuck it, we're just
We're just going into it.
it.
Fuck it. Yeah. But so I'll give you my understanding of what shonen is.
Yeah.
You know better than I do, so I'm going to defer to you to be the expert
I
on.
wouldn't go that far.
Well, in manga and anime, you are definitely more well versed than I am.
You are far more of a weeb than I am.
I am just a Padawan. You are the Jedi Master.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
I actually do. I have a slightly NC-17 question.
Oh, I would love it.
About the anime manga.
Yeah.
But I'll get my other thing out first with shonen. So shonen was a weekly and sometimes monthly release schedule.
You're talking about Shonen Jump.
That's Shonen Jump.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
the manga like Shonen Jump, because there are other books like that.
Oh, okay. Now, my understanding was shonen meant like young boys.
Yeah.
And then there was shoujo, which was shoujo, which was young girls, and those were more romance-based books.
Yes.
And the shonen books were more action-based, martial arts-based, feudal-based, beat 'em up books.
By large, yes.
Yeah.
100%.
And I mean, there was like delinquent stories in there about like
Correct.
delinquent youths. There were sports stories.
There's also
in there.
romance. There's also shonen romance, but they're more geared toward men's perspective of romance.
Okay.
Like Rent a Girlfriend, which is the most shotgun sucking fucking manga I've ever read. It is the most. I got through like 270 chapters, and I'm like, I fucking hate everything about this. I can't do this anymore.
Would harem stories be considered like a shonen style romance interest?
Pending, but most of the time, yes. If
Yeah, it makes
so, there's
sense.
actually a genre called reverse harem,
Where
which
it's
is
one woman.
But I was like, that's kind of bullshit because it's still a harem.
yeah,
Don't reverse this. It's like reverse racism. Fuck you. It's still racism.
yeah, exactly.
Don't be a dick.
Now, one term I came across is I've been trying to broaden my horizons with a lot of this and read more because, again, I'm just generally not interested in a lot of what's going on in America right now from an entertainment perspective.
Fair.
I
will say you're missing a lot of good TV, but please continue.
No, and I'm still watching TV, but people have to bring it to me. Like I'm not like actively,
You're not
seeking
actively seeking
out
okay,
new stuff like that unless someo's like Shrinking. Someone's like, you have to watch Shrinking. I'm like, what is it? They're like, just watch it. I'm like, that's not enough. And they're like, okay, the guy that did Scrubs and Ted Lasso did it. I'm like, I'm in. Who's in it? And they're like, fucking Harrison Ford and Jason Segel. I was like, fucking lead with that, dude. So and it was amazing. It was. I cannot wait for more. It was fucking so good.
Yeah.
But I'm not going out of my way because everything else just feels like dog shit.
Do you follow Greg Garcia's shows? Guy who did My Name is Earl.
Yeah, you told me about one of his new ones.
His new one is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm totally forgetting the name of it. And if Andy
That's
was here,
okay.
she would remember it. But it's his latest one, and it's all about COVID. It's about convicts living in COVID.
Oh.
And it is... Greg Garcia is amazing at writing scumbags with a golden heart.
Sure.
Dumb
My
scumbags.
Name is Earl is a perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called. God damn it, I'm forgetting the name of it.
That's all right.
But it is remarkably good, and I think it's only 10 or 12 episodes, and that's it. They will never do a season 2.
30-minute episodes?
I think so.
Even more into it then.
It's
It's sometimes it's hard to keep me going for a full hour unless it's really fucking good.
yeah.
But I just expanding out like Sprung. Thank you.
Sorry.
But I was really trying to get back in during COVID. I was trying to get back into comic books again.
Right. You were getting like really into them. You
got really expensive.
Holy shit, dude! You told me like one week you're like, yeah, I went to go pick up like my 40 books. I'm like, whoa. How many?
Yeah.
And then you showed me you had a stack, and you're like, I'm gonna buy some long boxes. I'm like, are you going every week? And you're like, yeah, every week I got my pull box.
And I was buying everything. If it was a main title, I was buying it.
No shit.
I like Marvel,
Do you still have
DC.
them?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I stopped
Andrea.
buying like a year ago. I don't buy them anymore.
How big is your room filled with all these comics?
It's big. I bought a shelf. I bought like a shelf that's
like a bookshelf?
Yeah, and it's got little like cube holes, like square holes in it, and
that's
it
kind of
fits.
clever.
It fits a short box.
Oh, that's perfect.
So then it's like I have. I think I've got like 16 short boxes.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Completely
Holy
filled.
shit.
And then I've got like 2 short boxes that sit on top because there's no room. And I was like, yeah, it's getting out of hand. And
That's the short box room. Let's go to
Yeah.
the long box room in the basement.
well, and honestly, I lost interest in a lot of it.
Yeah.
The writing was really one dimensional outside of like 2 writers. Like James Tynion, he is probably one of the best fucking writers in comic books right now. And he has been for a while. Oh my God.
So what has he done?
Well, I got into him because he was writing a really dope run of the Batman books. He wrote the Fear State books.
Oh, you were pushing these on me. Yeah.
They were so fucking good. But then he's a big horror guy. So he writes a lot of stuff like Joe Hill, Lock and Key. Now his most recent one that he did was I don't remember the title. I'll think of it. But the premise was this group of friends shows up to a cabin and they don't know each other very well, or they don't know each other at all. And then the one friend that's like the crux of the group, he shows up and he's like, awesome, you all made it. Okay, so here's why you're here. The world's ended, but not this cabin, not this area. You have survived, and it's because I am a god, and I have chosen you because I think you are the best of humanity.
Okay.
And so you get to live, and I want you to get to know each other, and I want you to live your life, and you can live forever, but there's nothing out past these boundaries. And
So they have to take them at face value if they want to.
Yep. And then it's like they kind of start like somehow they're getting like news broadcasts to their phone and they're starting to see the world ending and they're mourning for their family and like the people that they've lost that don't know that they're okay.
Yeah.
And then they start going deeper into it and they find there's hidden houses. There's other people that he has contained in other houses and there's other plots happening that you don't know about. It's so good, and it's like 11 issues.
And that's it.
That's it.
Oh,
That's all you get.
I love comics with like a final.
That's what
run.
That's what he does, and he's done a ton of shit like that. I want to say it's like the House by the Lake, I think is what it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's oh my god, it's so.
I picked up the first TBD or trade paperback. It's upstairs. I've never opened it.
Dude, the artwork is meh.
That's why it threw me off.
Yeah.
But I will always say a good story with bad artwork, I will deal with.
I think you'll get into
bad
it.
writing with good artwork.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the Marvel shit, I can't get into.
Yeah.
That sounds remarkably like the M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie, Knock at the Cabin.
I haven't watched that one.
But yours sounds epically better.
Well, I remember seeing the trailer, and okay, if I'm being honest, anything that's Dave Bautista that's not Drax, I'm kind of like, meh.
I really like him.
Yeah.
In Night at the Cabin, I really liked him.
Okay.
A lot. But I really like Dave Bautista because his acting chops have gotten so fucking
He really
decent.
has grown as
Yes.
an actor. Like,
yes.
he's almost
not as
like,
Drax, as an actor.
As an actor.
Yeah.
He's had a similar evolution to like John Cena and The Rock.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The Rock. I've
Well, I mean, The Rock had his peak, and now it's just like, we get it. You were the fucking Rock. Leave it alone.
The Rock is the most. What's the quote? He's the most paid actor in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And one of those words is a lie.
Yep.
He is not an actor. I'm sorry.
He is The Rock.
He is The Rock.
I do like John Cena. Though.
I love John Cena.
Like,
I've seen him in some independent stuff too. Not like hardcore independent, but like other films. And I'm like, this guy actually has some chops.
I remember like when I used to watch a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
I kind of was getting out of it right when he came into it.
Okay.
But I respected him because he came in and he had chops, like you said. And then I remember he did some like really shitty, like, they all get their intro movie.
Yeah.
It's a WWF movie or whatever. And it was called like The Guardian. And I was like, okay, I'll check it out. It looks like a shitty action movie. Why the fuck not? I'm working on Hollywood Video. And I remember watching it. I was like, okay, That's about what I expected.
Oh, is that the one where he played like the Marine?
Yep.
And, yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yep. That's all of them. You know,
I think it was called the Marine.
it probably was called the Marine. And I remember I was like, that's exactly what I wanted. It was beat 'em up, explosions, and there he was, he in all his glory. And then I kind of forgot about him until movie came out called Blockers. I think it was actually called Cock Blockers.
I know what you're talking about.
But
it was called Cock Blockers, and then they had to
censored it.
They put a chicken on it. I'm like, fuck you, just do it.
Just have some balls.
Yeah, have some balls. Literally,
I laughed my fucking ass off at that movie. I was like, he was like with the butt shots and all. I'm like, this guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then Peacemaker came out.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck. Again, James Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
James Gunn fucking knows how to get just like that drug-addled, misunderstood, mistreated kid. And then he's like just dancing around in his whitey tighties and he's fucking depressed. And you're like, wow, I feel this for him. Holy shit. Like,
he took the scumbag of a previous movie and made him the most redeemable fucking character.
Absolutely. It was like, oh, he's funny. He talked about dicks on a beach in Liberty. Like, he was good in Suicide Squad. He was a little bit of like that hard man levity. But then you bring Peacemaker, you're like, oh, he's fucked. Oh, he's relatable.
Yes.
John Cena is just, he's awesome, man.
First movie I ever saw him in besides The Marine, because I worked at Hollywood Video at the same time. I brought that home. I watched it, and this was during my scumbag, super pretentious days.
Oh, yeah,
So I got like 3 minutes, like 3 or 4 minutes. I got just past the credits, and I'm like, fuck this. I'm bringing this back. But then I saw him in a movie, I think it's called Legendary. I think it's like, it's so hard. I don't know. John Cena plays a high school wrestler who has gone on with his life, but he was like a god at high school wrestling.
Okay. And
his little brother, who's just this spindly, nobody, wants to follow in his footsteps.
Oh, that sounds good.
And Danny Glover plays the coach.
Really?
And finally, like, John Cena comes back and he trains him, and it's like, being a wrestler myself.
You're part of
it. It was really good. And then I watched it again recently, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad. It was so bad. I was so kind of glossing over because, like,
because it was wrestling.
There's not a lot of decent wrestling movies.
No.
Like Win, fucking fantastic.
Win was amazing.
But there's a couple others, but not really. American Wrestler was good.
Yeah.
The Wrestler.
God.
But that wasn't
Aronofsky,
that was, that's our Aronofsky. Like, Aronofsky can take a shit in a bag and call it fucking flowers. And it's amazing. I would watch it.
I was going to make a joke about the whale, but I won't.
Oh, actually, I forgot he did that.
Yeah.
Because it was so fucking bad.
Yeah. I didn't like it.
You did watch it?
I did watch it. I love Brendan Fraser. And
Me too.
And I'm all about this upheaval of support for him.
Hell yeah.
Especially with what he went through.
Yeah.
Like, now that he's coming out and he's talking about it.
Like the Me Too shit. And absolutely.
And hearing about like how bad his ex-wife was and the shit that Hollywood put him through, how he was like broke his back and all this stuff for the Mummy movies. And I always liked him growing up from like Encino Man.
Me too.
It was just like, he just seemed like a really cool dude.
Right.
And so I was always a fan. So now that he's back, it's like, I'm going to fucking support the hell out of this guy. And I was so bummed when Batgirl got canceled because he was supposed to be Firefly and Batgirl. And I was like, that was going to be his big break. That was going to be like his big thing back into it. I mean, I guess he didn't need it. He had the whale, but
yeah, but he also plays what's his face from the Doom Patrol.
That's right. He plays the robot guy.
Holy shit! Have you watched that?
Yeah.
We've
Doom
only watched the
Patrol's
first 2 seasons.
Oh, it's amazing.
I'm in love, and like every time I think about it, I'm like, why haven't we watched the rest? It's just because something else came up, but that show is a phenomenal, and they went 4 seasons, and they canceled it.
They canceled a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I got into all the HBO Max shows from DC. Like, Doom Patrol is really fucking good. I was really big into Titans.
You were.
Titans was fucking awesome. Now, I haven't watched season 4 because season 3 was kind of like, okay. But I liked what they did with it. Like, they started out strong. They started out with the main bad guys. You had Deathstroke in there.
Right.
You had a lot of good shit.
I watched the first couple of episodes.
Yeah, and it's Rocky's start. it's a real Rocky starter type
because
of
it
show.
felt like they were just trying. It felt like they were trying to be Insane Clown Posse. It's like let's say a bunch of really crude things and have everyone like yeah.
And it was kind of like this is the first DC show where they're gonna fuck Batman. That was like the whole thing in the trailer.
No, I remember.
And it was just like okay,
that
like,
caught my attention.
It did. I just genuinely I really like Nightwing. And so like anything Nightwing related, I'm gonna be in on.
I get it.
So it was like he was good. But season 3 it was the Scarecrow. And
whole season?
The whole season was Scarecrow. And they brought back Red Hood.
Yeah,
rock and it was like dope. And then it came to the climax and it ended. I was like, what?
Oh.
That's how it ended? Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Like I won't spoil it for anybody that's interested or anyone that might watch it, but it just fell a little flat to me. And then knowing when all the changes happened at DC HBO Max and they said all this shit was on the chopping block, I knew it was going to go.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to go. I mean, they canceled DC shows left, right, center. Now, a lot of them deserve it.
Yeah.
A lot of them deserve it.
I don't want to go down a path of like negativity.
No. You're right. You're right.
There's some.
We were talking about manga. But, and more, just circling back really quickly, my point is, if you are a creative person, which we are, a fear I've always had, which partly probably a fear of why I didn't pursue it more, was I feel if you're a creative person and wanting to get into the entertainment industry, whether that is movies, TVs, comics, books, whatever it is, music, you will be taken advantage of.
Oh, I mean, that's super true. Yeah.
There's some corporate guy that says, I will change your life. And they will. They will change your life.
You want to be a star, don't you?
Right, exactly. They will, but like the way I look at it, like I don't want fame in my life. Like I don't want notoriety. I just want to be creative, and I like those. Like at the convention, I want my shit to be out there, and I want people to be like, "That's fucking dope, dude."
I'd like people to read and watch my shit.
Yeah,
that's
like,
what I want.
Listen. Yeah, and I don't mind working the corporate job. I don't mind doing that because it's safe. I get benefits. Like I get things.
You're an adult.
Right. I can live the life I want, but I want the creative work I do to enrich the life I have.
100%.
And if that enrichment can enrich others, I think that's dope. So
totally.
I don't that's always my fear. I follow a writer on TikTok, Adam Caesar. He did the Clown in the Cornfield books, and they're essentially Scream. But they're funny and they're
Clown in the Cornfield.
Yeah, it's about a killer clown in a cornfield.
You've never told me about that.
There's 2 of them.
There's 2 books, 2 Clown in the Cornfield.
He's writing a 3rd one now, but the clown is called Friendo.
Oh, I think okay, yeah.
And it's like the first book. This girl moves to the dopey Iowa, Nebraska town, the farm town.
Dopey Iowa is that? Tell me that's the name of it.
No, that's not that.
Dopey Iowa.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's some farming town. She thinks it's kind of dopey and slow paced, and then
next to Sneezy, right off the interstate. From Doc.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're all named after dwarves. Yeah. But then she sees there was like this old flower plant or something, and Friendo the clown was like the town mascot, and the flower plant brought the town notoriety.
Okay.
And then, long story short, people end up dying, and people are saying it's Friendo the clown that's killing them.
Gotcha.
It's Scream. And he knows it, and he owns it. He wants it to be. He wants you to be like, huh? Remember Scream? Like, it's cool because he's writing it as an homage to like early 90s slashers.
Okay.
And I dig that. And it was fun. And he's a cool guy on TikTok.
Yeah.
He's big into Vinegar Syndrome, shitty horror movies. Like,
rock on.
He's a total cool dude, but he's not like super famous. Like, they're making a movie of Clown in the Cornfield. And
who's making the movie? Is it like a studio or is it like
no, it's not like
Gary and Tom got together and
it's not like a Stephen King Dollar Baby type film.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
No, it's like a studio release.
Okay.
But I feel like he's gonna get really big after that because it's a fun slasher.
Good homages are fucking good.
Oh yeah. And it's just like where he's at right now, he doesn't get a lot of traction on TikTok.
Okay.
And like, I'll be like, dude, your shirt is dope. And he's like, yeah, thanks, brother. I got it from this. And it's like, that's kind of cool. Like, he's at that notoriety level where he can interact with his fans.
Yeah.
And it's not overwhelming.
Yeah.
But he can still like make a living doing what he loves without, he's still
cool.
pretty anonymous out there.
Okay.
So that's like a fear of mine. It's like, I don't want to be like Mr. Fame or not that I would be, but I could be if I wanted to be. I know that.
Dude, seriously, you could.
But that's like, it's not what I want.
Then it's a job.
Exactly. Then it's a job. And then that window of exploitation opens further. And someone will say the pressure comes with it. You know, all of these things is like, no, I did this because I have a passion for it. And I wanted to do it. But I did it for me.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing it for you. I wasn't doing it for them. I wasn't doing it for money. I did it because I fucking liked it. And I had this idea and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to do that. That's, you know, like that's my bigger fear, that exploitation. And it's rampant. You know, everybody and they pay. I had a buddy, well, you have a buddy too, who was doing music for TV shows for a while.
We just had him on my other show.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so they know him.
Well, I mean, who's listening to this show?
Yeah, probably him.
Fingers crossed. I get like 5 or 6 friends.
Yeah,
be super happy.
But it's like he told me, he's like, he busted ass on that. Like he was very regimented in his schedule. Like we'd text every now and again, like, you playing games? He's like, no, man, I'm in the studio.
Oh, what? That's abnormal for him to not be playing.
He was always in, like, he was very methodical about when he was in the studio and he was networking and he was doing it. And he was like, hey, can you find this show for me? My music's in it. Can you find that show? My music's in it. Like American Pickers, or like pretty big name, like reality show type things.
I think it's so weird when they don't alert him to, like,
I know, like, and they don't give him a copy of it. Like that's so weird.
That always fucking floored me. Like whenever I was on the news or something and I did my due diligence, I would reach out and be like, can I get a copy? I will come and get the copy from you. You don't have to send me anything.
Yeah,
I will
you
come
don't have to do any work.
But like literally, like no one ever does.
No.
And as someone who deals in media, I understand how that could get tedious very fast when you're doing that shit every day.
Oh yeah.
But fucking deal with it. Put it up on a Dropbox or a Google Doc and be like, here's the link that anyone in
your
this
music
production
was in this episode. Go get it.
Thank you for being a part of this goddamn machine.
He said he was making like no money. And he was like,
that bothers me.
He was like, I realized that if I wanted to supplement what I make in my day job, I would have to do there's not enough hours in the day.
Right.
There's not enough hours in a year for me making what I was making from the music side to actually like make up for and make it a full-time job. And then he said the same thing. We were just saying, and then it's a job. And it became a job. And I hated it because it became a job.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's
like my problem is my job is creative.
Right.
Sometimes.
You got to do the non-creative shit to pay the bills.
Correct. And then I do the creative shit to some clients actually fucking dig the creative shit. It's rare.
I'm sure.
You know, whatever. That's not the point. The point is like I still love what I do.
Yeah.
I always think about it because like, you know, being in a creative industry, there's droughts of work.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, like literally, and it's never perceivable which months are what. It's not like, oh, June through September, I'm going to be flush with cash. So, you know, April through May is going to suck, but don't worry, it's coming in.
Yeah.
When it happens, it happens. And when it happens, it's always like everything all at once. And then literally I have nothing for a month.
Yeah.
And then that month I know is hustle time. Mm-hmm. I have to go out and try and find that next thing.
Yep.
And then when it comes in, it's like, okay, now this is coming in.
Damn it! Now I have to do the work for
now
the
I have
work
to do
I
the
just
work.
did.
Yeah, well, right. And then so like there are no days off. So it is a constant ebb and flow of, hey, I get to create, but also I have to create in order to create.
Yeah.
Which is really struggling. And that's where like all my work is right now. All my focus is what can I create to put out there to garnish attention for me to create.
And that's the hardest part because you don't have a big marketing department. You don't have...
I have me.
Yeah, it's you.
Me and 2 other people that help. But
I mean, that's hard. Yeah. Like, and it's exhausting. I would never change it though. Right.
Like again, I was going into the whole drought of money thing, but like, I still won't go back to a 9 to 5.
It's once you're out of it and you're doing your own thing and you don't have to deal with the bullshit.
And I know oh my God, the stories you tell. I think my big thing, like it's the bullshit, but my big thing is like, I know, like I'll like, let's say I work at Starbucks, right? The entire time I won't be thinking about my job. I'll be thinking about, well, how are we marketing this?
Yeah.
Like, why don't why don't we do this instead?
Right.
You know, because I've spent 14 fucking years of my life doing, well, why don't I do this instead? Pivot.
Right.
Try and figure out something else. Study the industry.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
new thing happened. I got to cancel what I knew before and go into this.
Right.
And I can't do a job day in and day out and be like, okay, I'll go in tomorrow and do the same thing, because I should be thinking, well, how do we get more customers into tomorrow?
I honestly think that's why I usually leave jobs around the 2.5 year marker
yeah,
a lot,
yeah.
because I think I'm a creative person. While I don't work in the creative industry right now, that was my intent pretty much my whole life until I was like, fuck, I need money, and I guess I got to do this.
Yeah, last week was a bitch when you realized that.
Yeah,
sorry. Finally made it.
But it's like I've been thinking about that a lot, and it's like I think because if you think like creative people, your projects, I mean, you might have customers for a long time, right? But the projects you work on span very finite periods of time.
True.
Sometimes,
Very true.
I don't get that in corporate America.
Yeah,
and I
right.
think that's why like every 2.5 years I burn out.
Yep.
Because I'm doing the same thing over and there's never an end. It's inexhaustible. It's the same shit and I want to die.
Yeah.
And with creative work, it's like, even if I'm not a huge fan of this project, I'm going to work on it for this defined period of time and then it's over.
Yeah.
And I can move on and I have the satisfaction of completion. You don't get satisfaction from corporate America. That's answer that
draining,
email,
just
you
hearing
finish this contract, you do this project. It's all done, but it's all, forget about it. It's just like, that's one less thing on my plate now.
Fuck.
That's the relief. But that one less thing gets
replaced.
It gets replaced very quickly. And someone once said to me once, Andrew, it's always a good thing when you go on vacation and you come back to a full inbox because you have work to do. It's always a good thing to come back to have work to do because it means you're needed. I don't care if I'm needed. I don't want to be needed. I want a fucking break. Like, bring back summer vacations for adults.
Oh my God.
Like something. Like everybody needs some time fucking off because like with COVID, and that's...
I was just about to say that, yeah.
That's what I'm working through right now. And I'm realizing how fucked COVID made me. And you don't realize being in survival mode. And I know you were probably, it affected you way worse than me when COVID first hit.
We had to drain our banks.
Yeah. I mean, it's like being in survival mode and not just financially, but emotionally and mentally.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It was not just financially. It was everything.
You just stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
You like over the past couple of months, I'm just like, I just stopped living. I just stopped. It was like I was just surviving. It was like I was working the job to pay the bills because I need to have the house and all. I have to make sure I have a roof over my head and all these things. And I have to keep the job to keep that stuff. And it was this vicious cycle of depression. And then you just realize you're like at night, you're just like, I'm just sitting here and I'm fucking miserable because I'm just sitting here. But I don't want to go to work. But if I do anything fun, the time goes by too fast. And then I'm back at work anyways. So it was like you spiraled and then you're just like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And there's no way to figure that out. And it's just like, I didn't realize I was in survival mode.
Yeah.
I was just trying to make it through to the next day because COVID killed so many fucking people and all this bad shit happened.
Yeah.
And you're like, it didn't happen to me. And you attribute that to, because I kept showing up. I kept overachieving. I kept doing these things. No, there's none of that. It's just weird, you know? So it's, and I'm not trying to say corporate jobs are harder than creative jobs or creative jobs are harder than corporate jobs, but I think everything comes with its pitfalls. And, you know, I guess from your perspective, it's got to be satisfying in a lot of ways, especially when you do that work and that hustle and that creative stuff to create the creativity.
Yeah.
And then you get somebody to bite on it.
Oh, it's fucking great. It's the best feeling.
And it's like, even if it's not like shooting a movie, even if it's just like shooting a promo for like a bookstore or like a restaurant.
Yeah, usually.
Or like you've done some really cool sushi restaurant ones.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, it's just like, wow, but you got to do it your way. And you're like, hey, I think you could benefit from this. I really like your shit.
That's what you just said is exactly how it went down too.
That's awesome.
And like they gave us 100% creative reign. So I was like, cool.
As they fucking should. Parameters.
Okay, let's not go into the whole.
No.
No one wants to talk
you
about
had a
brand
third
marketing.
question.
I did.
I feel bad, dude. We went way off the mark.
We have, which leads me to the point of: do you want to go down the third, or do you want to save it for next time? Because I think it's kind of a book opener.
Oh shit!
I mean,
I'm curious now to know even what the question is, because.
I will not ask it unless we're going to have the conversation.
Okay, I guess let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Let me look at something.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And I don't care about the time, but do we have a time for we're probably way over time anyways.
No, our first it's really weird because we don't like there is not a time clock in here. We are not trying to keep to a time frame, but our first 2 episodes were like just shy of 2 hours. Like it was like 155 and like 157.
Okay.
Or something like that. It was crazy. Like when I'm putting this together, I'm like,
good for us, man.
Do we have like an internal clock to be like, fuck it, I'm done, I'm tired, I want to go home?
It's like, I feel the eyes getting heavy. It's
Okay,
I love you. I'm going home.
I mean, it's Thursday.
Yeah.
So like you still have to work tomorrow. Like there's still that overlooming.
Oh yeah. It's
sensibility.
It's at like a quarter speed tomorrow for me. It's like,
oh, is it really?
Oh, dude. Mondays and Fridays. I'm like, no. You're lucky if I'm showing up.
Tomorrow's full fucking speed.
Yeah.
Not fucking. No, I'm not going to get into it. It's stupid. It's dumb.
Let's open the book. Let's open the book. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do a timer though. Let's do a timer.
Yeah. Oh.
Just to make sure we don't get. Look. We both have bedtimes.
We do have bedtimes
because we are in our 40s.
Yeah. Well, and I have to go back to work tonight. So.
Oh fuck.
No, it's nothing bad. I just gotta like export shit.
Well, it's just past 9:15 right now. Okay. Why don't we let's put a timer for 10 p.m.
For 45 minutes?
Is that too much? Not enough?
I don't think so. I mean,
you want to go another hour?
You know what? Okay, here's the deal. I will open this can of fucking worms up for you.
Okay.
I will open up this. Oh my God. But
I forgot my NC-17 manga question.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, I want to hear this first.
Oh fuck that. Let's talk about cartoon titties. If cartoon titties are on the display shelf, I would much prefer to talk about cartoon titties. What I said cartoon titties enough right now, so please let's go down the rabbit hole of NC-17.
Okay, and it's only because as I've been looking at more manga and stuff like that, there are subgenres of subgenres
of and crazy specific subgenres
and okay, so there's a lot of things like in language, like in Japanese, and they're in Romanji, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what that is, and then I'm like, that sounds like a fun premise. Let me click on this, and I'm like, I went to a bad place.
Yeah, there are bad places.
Yes, manga. And because I've been like looking like popular books to read, popular manga to read, and things like that, and I'll scroll through things.
Oh, I'm waiting for this fucking bomb.
And it's like, okay, it's like if you like this and this, check this out, and it's like, okay, and something popped up, and it was called, and I might mispronounce it, but it was called ecchi.
Oh,
ECCHI.
Yeah. That's a genre, man. That's like. Oh God, that's like saying shonen.
Okay,
it's
I was like,
fucking huge.
I was like, is that like the same thing as hentai?
No,
like,
no.
Okay,
it's not the same thing.
Okay, because I've never really like read a hentai. I don't know what I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I've never
fucking read one.
I've never read one.
I will say this: most hentai, I don't know why. Most hentai or like really explicit sexual stuff.
Yeah,
really good art.
Really?
Like phenomenally good art. Like jaw-droppingly what the shit is going on art.
Why are you doing this and not other good stuff?
Because that's...
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But...
Gotta get them titties perfect. The shine on the nipples in black and white, man.
But it's interesting because it's like looking through some of these books and stuff like that, and it's like shit on Amazon. And I'm like one thing said like, if you like Ninja Scroll... I was like, oh, that anime's dope. Yeah, I like Ninja Scrolls. It's like, you'll like this.
What was it? Do you remember?
It was called Arrow Ninja. ERO Ninja.
I actually think I've seen this.
And I was like, okay, it was a manga. And I was like looking at Amazon at it, and then it was like, oh, hang on. Let me read the premise of this.
Well, is it ecchi or hentai? Again, different things.
I don't know. It said it was categorized under ecchi.
Okay.
And so it had a couple screen grabs, and I was like, this doesn't seem like it's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And that's fine. Like, it's for some people.
Yeah.
It looked like a smut book. Like, it looked like it was just like smut, I guess would be the general.
That's actually a genre as well, smut.
And it's different from the other ones?
So hentai is kind of overarching, but what hentai means
that's like an umbrella term. Okay.
Hentai is an umbrella term for you're going to see titties.
Yeah.
And for some reason, lack of dick, because no one ever wants to draw dick or vagina.
Okay.
But you'll see everything else. You'll see like the most visceral squirting body,
Jesus.
like the shape of the dick inside the belly. Like,
God.
It's like so much like crazy camera angles and stuff like that. But you can't see dick. No, don't show a penis.
That's so weird.
Fuck you. Not you.
No,
Andrew,
I know.
It's just
a weird.
I hate that in American films too, where it's like they'll show tits at the drop of a hat, and that'll be PG-13.
Yeah.
If they show dick, oh my God, you can't show this to children.
Yeah, I remember when.
I mean, you shouldn't.
Well, yeah, truly don't.
Do what you do.
Like, okay, people under 12 shouldn't be watching Eastern Promises. Let's just put that out there. Like,
I don't think I've seen Eastern Promises.
That I think that's the movie that Viggo Mortensen did, where he's like a Russian mobster.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
He's hanging dong or something.
The one that always comes to mind for me is The Cooler with William H. Macy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's actually a decent film, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's an art film, whatever, indie film. But there's a scene in it where Macy goes down on a girl.
Yeah.
And they immediately marked it as NC-17.
Sure.
It's like, calm the fuck down. I see blowjobs in fucking TV.
Yeah. Harvey Keitel, Bad Lieutenant. I mean, everybody knows that one.
That was NC-17 too, wasn't it?
I think, there's an R version out there, but there's an NC-17 cut. And was it Vincent Gallo did the Brown Bunny with Chloe Sevigny and that kind of.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's a long time ago.
There was a time when I really was like, Vincent Gallo's a pretty cool dude because I really liked Buffalo 66.
I love it. Well, that was like Dogma 65, Dogma 95.
Yeah, Dogma 95, right?
What a fucking pretentious fucking genre that is. If people out there, if you're listening, fucking awesome. That's great. Put a comment down there so I know someone's actually listening. But two, Dogma 95. Their rules to be in a Dogma 95 genre.
Yes.
Is you had to, it cannot be a genre film, which I always thought was stupid as shit.
Yeah.
Like it can't be an action, can't be a adventure, can't be horror, can't be sci-fi, anything like that.
It just has to be.
All the light has to be found light, so you can't have any production lights or anything like that. All the sound has to be from the camera. Like you can't have boom poles or shit like that.
Right.
I know there's more, but after that, my eyes are rolling too hard to focus.
Well, it almost reminds me of the shit that Mark Duplass does.
Oh, what's the mumblecore.
Mumblecore, yeah. I can't make it through those movies. Like, I tried Creep. I tried Creep 2. There's another one.
I have tried almost all of his movies because
the
people
armchair
like the
something.
Armchair Time Machine or whatever it is. They are. I can't. I don't fucking get it.
I don't get it. And
somebody throw a pie. Like, I just need Peter Griffin to have a gif every 5 minutes in a Mark Duplass movie.
Hey, aren't you that guy from The League?
Yeah.
I didn't like him in The League either.
He was a whiny little fucking snatch. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, and then it's like I always see his movies pop up. Like, people. There's a huge, everybody's trying to sensationalize everything on the internet now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, these are the movies that are so scary. People couldn't stop watching them.
Oh, my God.
No, they're not so scary that people stopped watching them. They're fucking terrible. That's why people stopped watching them. And so this new movie is making people vomit. No, it's not.
I am so sick of that overhyped shit.
Oh God, it's awful.
Because I fall for it sometimes. And
I
then
do too.
Get pissed.
I do too. Sometimes I'm like, if I hear like there was one movie that was coming out that I refused to pay money for, and I found a copy of it, and everybody was going nuts for it. The name is escaping. It was
Serbian film, right?
Oh fuck no.
By the way, the only film I ever will never suggest to anybody.
I would borderline never suggest Martyrs to people as well.
Really?
Martyrs is a tough one, dude.
I mean, there are tough parts to it, but I think the film is beautiful. Like to me, it's. I mean, I think it's much better than Human Centipede. But Human Centipede is shot so gorgeously.
I hate how much I really enjoyed the cinematic experience of the first one.
Oh yeah, no. 2 went off the deep end with the whole.
Rest are garbage.
I didn't really watch part 3. 2 was just dumb enough for me to go, I don't fucking care.
I think
you missed the point.
I got maybe like 30 minutes in, and I'm like,
really?
You know what? I'm fine.
Yeah.
It just felt like, okay, you're just doing Saw now.
Yeah, right. That's how I felt about part 2. It was
There's like some movie. It's called like I don't know, not Mr. Brightside, but like Bright Light or Light Bright or
Light Bright,
something like that. I think it started with a B. I'm trying to see if I have it in my little catalog on my phone, but it's being slow. But there was some movie that came out where it was like, everybody was high. It's the scariest thing you'll ever see. Yeah. It's Light Bright or whatever, and I'm like,
Babadook.
It wasn't Babadook. It
because that movie was not scary. It just made me never want to have kids and understand why moms drowned their kids.
It was like Itsy Bitsy. It was some like little like it was like a play on like an old like nursery rhyme or something like that.
Okay.
And it just looks so stupid. And I watched like 20 minutes of it. I'm like, yep, this is dog shit.
Yeah.
Like, but everyone's like, it's the scariest thing. People are like, okay, back in the days of like Lucio Fulci, like Zombie 2, when they were like, hey,
let's go down this because I've been educating myself recently on Fulci.
Fulci. Yeah, Fulci. I think it just depends on if you are or aren't from Italy, how you say it.
Okay.
But I remember hearing, and again, I say hearing, when Zombie 2 came out, they gave you barf bags with your ticket to get in.
Great fucking marketing plan.
Whether people use them or not, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But I mean,
I've seen the movie.
It's look, Zombie 2 is not a good movie. It is gory as fuck, and that's the reason you watch Fulci movies.
Yeah, well, except for Zombie 3.
Oh yeah.
Which okay, in all honesty, Zombie 3 originally shot by, I'm going to say Fulci because that's how I've been saying it. Shot by Fulci. He had to go away because his dad died.
Yeah.
And then Bruno Mattei was hired to do reshoots and basically like recut the whole fucking movie. So
that sounds about right.
Ugh. Anyway.
There are not many Fulci movies or Fulci movies that I have gone back and said, that's a repeat watch for me. I'd say there are probably 3. Of his whole catalog, there are 3.
Suspiria?
That was Argento.
Oh, yeah.
That was Argento.
God damn it. Okay.
But they were like competitors.
I thought they were friends.
No, they were enemies. They hated each other. Because Argento was big in the giallo space of like the gory murder mysteries. And Fulci was like just splat films.
Yeah.
But they each were regarded as like masters of horror.
Of those genres.
And Argento is such an egoist that he fucking hated that somebody was like holding a candle to him. Oh, the more I've learned, the less I like about Dario. Because I like loved that guy.
Yeah, you were
like,
huge.
I was such a Dario Argento fan.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch his stuff now. And not because I'm not a fan. It's just not that good.
It's not good.
It's not that good. Like,
I don't get the draw behind it.
Like I think watching it when I was younger, it was like,
well, it was different. It was foreign. It was like different concepts.
And it was unique. Nobody saw that. And it was kind of like, this makes me interesting.
Yeah,
like, everybody has those moments in their life, and I think a lot of like my horror fandom and like that was like an inward rebellion I had. All of us had that.
Yeah.
But like Fulci, okay, so I kind of lost my train of thought. But the 3 movies that I would watch from Fulci,
yes.
It's actually a trilogy of films, and I don't know if it was intended to be, but it just is. is your favorite, House by the Cemetery, with our friend
Jesus,
Bob. What do you mean?
Hey, I'm an 8-year-old boy, not a 40-year-old woman with fucking cataracts in her fucking throat. I don't know. That's stupid.
Oh, the voice, it was just terrible.
Jesus. Watch the first 5 minutes and you're fucking done. There's nothing else.
No, it doesn't make sense either. It's a fever dream.
From what I've been told is it was literally edited like out of sequence, like everything.
Sure.
It wasn't supposed to be. They fucked up. They rushed it. I don't know if that's true or not.
I hope it is.
But it makes complete sense.
It makes absolute sense. I mean, and because the premise, as I understand House by the Cemetery, is there is a doctor and he moves his family to this town and they move into this house. And it's
that's where I stopped watching.
Yeah,
Right there.
And well, it's a haunted house, as they say. And they get a nanny and she's evil. And then there's a ghost
Italian movie?
Yeah.
The hell you say?
There's a ghost girl that talks to Bob, the little boy. And
Okay, hi, ghost girl.
She lived in the house at one point.
Oh, you're living in my house.
And I think the house was owned by another doctor named Dr. Freudstein.
Oh, Dr. Freudstein. Thank you. Come look at my ghost girl.
His corpse walks in the basement and kills the people that live in the house.
Well, I mean, it's an Italian film.
Yep. So that's
buy the fucking books. Tale as old as time. Come on.
Yeah,
do something new.
That's that is the nutshell of House by the Cemetery. But that is one of 3 movies. So there are 2 others.
Hold on. It fully sank in what you just said about this movie. Basically, they were like, you know what? Ghost movies, real popular. Zombie movies, getting real popular.
Yep.
You know what else is really good? Mad doctors and scientists and shit like that. Yeah. Scientists. Scary. Always scary.
Yep.
And then, like other nannies being evil. They were just like, fuck it. We can't fucking figure out a plot. Just throw everything at the movie at once.
Yeah. They're like, take every trope and throw it into this house.
It was trope the movie.
And it makes no sense, and there is no sequential story. It just, you watch it and you go, oh, okay, that was fucked up. And then that's like it. Like it's like, oh, it was gory, so okay, I guess I got what I wanted.
Guess that was worth my $20 for this VHS piece of shit.
Yeah, and I mean the same. Like his other 2 movies are, I'd say House by the Cemetery is probably like the least popular of the 3.
Okay. Then please indulge us. Let's
so there's 2 others, and I don't know the like proper sequential order to watch them in. House by the Cemetery is one of them. My personal favorite is called The Beyond.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So The Beyond is set in Louisiana.
Oh no, The Beyond.
Yes, not.
Oh, why do I always get these confused?
You're thinking of the Claudio Fragrazio film, aren't you?
The Beyond the Third Door, Beyond Door, Beyond fucking. There's like 10 of them, and they're all fucking trash, confusing bullshit. Anyway,
yeah, no,
I want to see The Beyond. Vinegar Syndrome just released it, and I want to see this.
It's so okay. I'm gonna hold back my personal feelings to this because I don't want to influence you watching it. I really like this movie though.
Okay.
Because it spans a little bit. It's set in America. It's set in Louisiana, and it starts with a guy getting crucified in a hotel.
Okay.
And it's gory. Okay. They're like, "Oh, you're a witch."
I've seen Mel Gibson films. We're good.
So then it's like, okay, flash forward. It's present day, meaning the 80s, late 70s, which is when they made the film. And
the future.
If you can believe it, people are moving into this new house where the man was, like, wow, what a strange concept. But
and there's a guy in the basement. And
but there's
the ghost girl.
There is a monster in the basement that kills somebody.
Fucking Christ. Awesome.
But there's no like Bob character in it. But I
ruin horror movies.
I will say there are some really, really great effects in this.
Okay.
There's one effect where a nondescript, unexplainable hand comes out of darkness and pulls a guy's eye out. There is probably one of the best headshot sequences with a pistol like I've ever seen.
Really? Like seriously good or like cheesy good?
No. It's phenomenal.
Okay.
Like they're in a hotel and guy pulls a gun, pulls a trigger, and you see the actress's head go back, and the cut is like seamless to the dummy that comes up and just gloop flies out of the massive hole in the front of her head. And like as a kid, you're like, holy fuck,
dude. Yeah, if you can magic the cuts and magic the effects, you have me as a kid, dude.
The Beyond is probably Folky's masterpiece.
No shit.
Like if you want to use that broad of a that lofty of a word, because the effects are good, the story is sequential, and that's shocking. That should be like a base requirement, but for him, that's like big time.
Yeah.
But it's also interesting because it deals with what he believed death was.
Oh.
And he has a very unique concept of what death was. He believed for some reason
it's an Argento film. That's death.
Death is Argento.
Yeah, just over and over and over.
It's
Sorry,
almost,
I did not mean to.
No. It's almost stranger than that, though. Like everybody has kind of some concept, whether implanted or unique of their own volition of like what they think happens when they die. Folky believed that your body laid in this room with other bodies, collecting cobwebs, like it's the strain. And you're looking at me going, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And yes, that's the right response, because when you watch this and you get to the end of the movie, you're gonna be like, "Hold up, what did that mean?" And then you're gonna go back and you're gonna read it. And it's gonna be like, "Okay, Folky believed this is what death was, and this is him trying to put a visual, artistically like." Getting out what he feels the afterlife was.
Yeah.
And you're like, hang on, I should probably go back and watch that again. And then it's like, you're still like, it's a schlocky splat film.
Sure.
But whoa, there's like deepness here.
Okay.
Now the third movie in that trilogy is probably the one that gives me the squick the most. It's called, you might have seen it, whether you realize it or not.
I do like squick movies. Or I did. It's harder to watch now.
It is hard to watch now. It's got many titles. City of the Living Dead is the main title.
Oh, okay.
Gates of Hell is another title.
Yeah. I remember renting them both, or like there's another title too, and I remember like, the fuck, man, I just wasted $2.
It's like The Living Dead of Manchester Morgue. It's got like 72 different titles.
I've never heard that title before.
Fuck, dude. Oh my God.
It's also known as the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Dude, seriously, well, I won't go to, let me go back to
Yeah.
So City of the Living Dead is one of the movies, probably the third movie within the Folky trilogy.
Yeah.
It is just gross, gory, gross, nasty.
Yeah.
There's a priest that hangs himself. There's a girl that vomits up her own intestines. There's a pedophile that gets his brain.
How gross can we go?
Yeah, they just pushed every limit that they could. It's not the greatest, but it's part of the trilogy. So like those three, like he's got a bunch of other shit that it's just like you're like, all right, like Demonia or Sodoma's Ghost, or
I watched something recently that wasn't very good, but anyway,
he's got. There's another one that Manhattan Baby, The New York Ripper.
I've fucking not heard of any of these.
Oh yeah, he has like this. He was like prolific. He made so many movies,
like Takeshi Miike.
But Takeshi Miike, dude, he's got some good fucking movies.
Yeah.
He's got some he does like Masters of Horror Imprint, which is like single-handedly the most disturbing
fucking
1 hour story I've ever
great.
seen. And then he does Zebra Man.
Yeah. Oh, and The Great Yokai War. So he does.
Yeah, The Great Yokai Wars is awesome.
He will do like
it's a kids movie.
He'll do 3 or 4 movies per year, but everyone's in a different genre. And everyone is like a different. I gotta go pee real quick. I am so sorry.
No, I gotta figure out this Living Dead of Manchester Morgue. Living Dead of Manchester Morgue. I just looked up the IMDb trivia. It has 16 alternative titles.
Literally.
Yes. You can't find it as Living Dead at Manchester Morgue on IMDb. It's known as Let Sleeping Corpses Lie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spanish, right?
Yes. No. Maybe.
Is it Spanish or Italian?
No, I think you're right. I think it's Spanish.
That's what I know. I'm
trying to find.
I didn't know it had so many other names.
The tagline is one of the best zombie films ever made. So, I mean, it's a little.
It's like
it's Spain and Italy. So we're both right.
Oh, shit.
I'm just trying to find all the different titles.
Monstrous corpse. This is good podcasting. This is riveting.
But I mean, in my opinion, I would be intrigued by it because I'm just like, what do you mean it has 16 fucking titles?
Different markets. Every market has its own like need or niche or niche, whatever.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, I think I found it.
Oh, let's go.
All right, so Let Sleeping Corpses Lie, also known as The Living Dead at Manchester Morgue and Don't Open the Window. It's a Spanish-Italian science fiction horror film.
Of course it is.
Let me get the title list. There's got to be a title list.
It's like Charlie Brown's Christmas Special Part 2. Fucking Italians, man. They just steal movies.
Oh, yeah, dude. That
is wildly racist. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. That is not my intent. 70s and 80s, it was so popular for Italian filmmakers to literally steal, first of all, scenes galore. Scenes and shots galore were in fucking, they stole, what was it? Battlestar Galactica and shots of Star Wars to like literally just fucking shots, like whole on shots.
Oh yeah.
And then, God, I mean, just the amount of shit they stole and repurposed for themselves is shocking.
Oh, and that's why I love it. I mean, it's
remix culture.
Yeah, it's absolutely. And Battlestar back in the day, like the original Battlestar was fucking terrible.
And they actually sold their stuff. Like you can license their footage to be in other movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they actually have they still today you can still openly license their footage.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But that was kind of like high production guerrilla filmmaking at the time. You know, not everybody had the means to do a big sci-fi thing. I mean,
so steal it.
Yeah. I mean, especially out of like Italy and stuff, like Italy, Spain, the European countries, they wanted the American market so badly.
Right.
They wanted it because we crave entertainment. I mean, I think everybody does, but we go a little overboard with it.
That's true.
And it was just like, I love seeing like and hearing about stuff like that where they would steal films or they would steal stock or they would steal scenes or they would do like their version of it. Even like Graham Linehan, the guy who did IT Crowd, he openly admitted one episode, and he won't say which one, but he said one episode of the IT Crowd is a direct ripoff of a Seinfeld episode, plot by plot, like beat by beat. It is a direct ripoff.
I mean,
of a Seinfeld episode.
You'd think a show that popular, there'd be people going, "Hey, it's this one."
You would think. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that knows. I've never gone and looked for it because honestly, I don't want whatever episode it is. I don't want it ruined because knowing my luck, it's gonna be one of my favorite ones.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The group outing, the dinner party.
I fucking love IT Crowd.
Like, I can't believe how old that show is now.
I know, dude. That bothers me when I see it was like 2001 or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
I watched every episode on new release.
I did too. I watched them on BBC America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like
I loved it.
When that was coming out, there was such a good block of comedy. What were we talking about before you went to the bathroom? Because you were like, I'm so excited to talk to you. And I'm like, I had something I was going to say.
It was Fulci's trilogy.
Oh, yeah, Fulci's trilogy.
The last one being the corpses of City of Death and gross puking, vomiting up intestines. So we are not going to go down the question of the week, by the way.
And don't even pique my interest with it because then I'm just going to be like, I have to know. We have to talk about it.
No, I don't want it.
I will just text you my answer.
Fuck, no. I don't want, because I want it to be a discussion because I have an idea about how we come to a conclusion.
Okay.
But it has to be a journey. It can't just be a synopsis. It has to be like a found and earned journey.
I dig that.
So
I dig that.
I will hold it off until next time unless you're like, find something better. But
I doubt I will.
I will say it'll be a very eye-opening and fun. Did my wife just fall and yodel from upstairs? Oh, that was a cat.
Yeah, I think it was Rex.
Hi, Rex.
Is. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, hi, bud.
Hey, buddy.
He's literally pissed at me right now. because I'm in bed by 9 o'clock.
Oh, he's like, I'm ready for bed, dude.
So on those work nights where I have to like stay up a little too late, he'll sit and cry at me.
Yeah.
And I'll try and pet him. He's like, no, follow me. And then I won't follow him. He's like, ugh, again. And then he'll just do it until I go to bed.
I love that.
Like, I do too.
It's frustrating in the moment.
Yeah.
But then it's like, it's the best feeling when, okay, so we both have a lot of cats.
Yeah.
We both have dogs too.
Yeah. I like how that's always the second thing.
Yeah.
Well, you got dogs? Cool. Let me tell you about my cats.
I love them both equally.
Yeah, concurred. But I have favorites.
I'm definitely more of a cat person.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I love my dog. I will always have dogs. Like I will never not have dogs. The feeling you get when they're so excited, like you just come home and you're like, fuck, my day was shit. And then like, you're back. I'm so excited. It's like, man, I'm excited too.
Man, I am so not in that line of life.
No.
When I come home and my dog's excited, I'm like, calm down. And then my cats are like, cool, feed us. I'm like, okay, that's more of my culture.
Oh
right
man,
Let's
like
go fucking do nothing.
I will like drop everything and it's like, okay, I'm gonna play. I'm giving him Cody hugs and
you are.
I'm a very affectionate pet owner.
Yeah,
I give a lot
are.
of hugs and kisses to my pets.
I do too, unless they ask for it.
Yeah.
And then I'm very withholding.
You bastard. No. But it's funny, Thor, he starts doing this thing like kind of like how Rex meows at you and stuff. Thor will just paw at me.
Yeah.
Like no matter what I'm doing, he'll just paw at my arm and he just because he wants me to pet him.
Yeah.
But then it's like he'll like look at me, he's like, come on, buddy, like we all want to go to bed. And then it's like when you get in bed and you're all cozy and they jump in bed, it's like, yeah,
this is perfect.
This is what I want, man.
Rex has learned recently that when I'm awake, my eyes are open. So this is how he starts every day. He sits on the top of my head as I'm still asleep, and he peels my eyes open with his paws.
Oh, fun!
Because he's like, now you're awake. now we can snuggle and eat.
Yeah.
So no, keep them open.
Yeah.
Keep them open. And he'll do it every fucking morning now, and I giggle every goddamn time.
It's hard though, because there are some mornings like when you're really tired, or like you have those late nights where you're working really late, and you're like, I'm only going to get like 4 hours of sleep.
Yep.
And he's doing that because he's on a schedule.
Yeah. And that schedule's getting earlier and earlier.
Oh, yes.
Because his schedule's on the sun, not the clock.
It's eerie how accurate they are, though.
It's terrifying.
I don't need an alarm clock because Ellie will wake me up at 5 o'clock no matter what.
Yeah.
Like they know. I set an alarm at 4:45 because I'm a lunatic. And I'm like, I want to go, 15 more minutes of sleep.
Oh, I get that.
So I turn it off. And when I turn that alarm off and I look at the side of the bed, all the cats are sitting there waiting and watching like a fucking horror movie.
Oh my God.
They're all just like, meh?
It's like Paranormal Activity where it's just like staring at you.
And then it's like,
Tids.
For those next 15 minutes, it's every cat for themselves playing Who Can Wake Up Dad. And I'm just like, stop. Sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, I'm up. Let's go. They hate it.
Yeah.
I love it though.
Anyone who's listening to these shows for the movie knowledge instantly just checked out about 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
Don't care.
No.
So let's leave the show with something of like movie like hugeness, like something huge and like powerful for the fucking people who stuffed through that cat beautiful nonsense that I will not edit out because I love.
Yes. Our love letter to our cats.
Tell me something epic. Oh, Jesus Christ. They're all coming down here.
Is that Yimmy?
Oh, Yiminy.
Yumpin' Yiminy. Jump on my chimney.
Oh, my God. See, it's after 9.
Yeah.
They're pissed that I'm not in bed.
Yeah. And now that I'm singing Dookie Fly Swatter, so they're really pissed.
Ooh. God damn it, dude. Dookie Fly Swatter.
We started in episode 1 and we're just never going to go back to it. No, it's dead.
Nope.
We're never going to talk about Dookie Fly
That's
Swatter.
our what's the movie that Nuki.
Oh, that's our Nuki.
That Red Letter Media took like 15 years to finally review.
Fantastic.
No, it was a fucking great episode. But anyway, so give me some movie knowledge that to wow audiences, to wow the one person still listening.
Like in regards to like just trivia or random
something
shit
cool, just something like.
Well, that's my water bottle.
Oh, I was like, what fucking cat is that? What are you doing?
That was RoboCat.
Come with me if you want some tids.
Whew, I don't even know where to start, man. I don't know if you have something queued up that you might know.
I got nothing queued up. I mean, I got like film history shit.
Yeah. I mean, if you want like schlocky stuff,
give me something.
I'll try to think of something. I'm trying to think of like a connection that people wouldn't make a connection or something, but on the spot, it's always hard. When it's the Jeopardy syndrome. Yeah, exactly. Like when it's organic, it's like, oh, and by the way, did you know that so and so? Trying to think of like just shit that I've been into, like rewatching recently or been into. I'm drawing a mega blank right now.
80s movie. What's the first 80s movie that comes to mind?
For some reason, it's Vice Versa. And I don't know why. So Vice Versa.
What the fuck? Where did that come from?
I don't know.
The people in Vice Versa don't even remember what Vice Versa was.
I mean, does anyone remember Judge Reinhold? Does Judge Reinhold?
Oh, was that Judge Reinhold?
Yeah, it was Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage, and it was part of the body swapping phenomenon back in the day.
I thought that was the black and white guy. But Vice Versa is, oh my God.
Yeah.
Fred Savage was just starting to come up. He had the Wonder Years. He had Little Monsters.
I think that was right before Little Monsters came out.
Yeah, because Little Monsters kind of like blew him up as like an icon, right? Like
movie,
a child icon.
That movie was something else, man. Like that movie fucking like, that was one of those movies where you're like, I think I really like scary shit. Like,
yeah, okay. So give me something about Little Monsters. You hold these nuggets of fucking gold, and I'm just gonna keep talking until like you can actually like think about something, because Little Monsters is like, I know it's on your pantheon.
Little Monsters is, and it's hard to watch now because I just don't like Howie Mandel.
It's real hard to watch
but like, think of this cast. Okay, like let's just really quickly let's talk about the cast. You've got Daniel Stern, who also was related to, he was the dad, and he was also the voice of Kevin Arnold in the Wonder Years. He did the voiceover.
No, I didn't know that.
With just Fred Savage.
No shit.
Yeah. So you've got that. You've got Fred and Ben Savage. Ben Savage plays his little brother in the movie, and his brother in real life. Everybody knows him from Boy Meets World. You've got Howie Mandel. He plays the main cool monster.
Yeah.
The main villain monster, who's like the big fat guy with the peg leg, and you would never know it from the makeup, but you've seen
Bob Hope.
You've seen The Burbs.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember Tom Hanks's neighbor who was kind of like always eating his food and stuff like that?
The chubby guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah.
He was in all that makeup. Like, wow. And he was phenomenal.
Holy shit.
Like, that was like one of those first movies, like as a kid, where you heard the Doors for the first time, because the end credit song is the Doors. That movie fucking opened your eyes to like, and that was Monsters Inc. Like that was Monsters Inc., but it was all under Monsters the bed.
Inc. Essentially, that was Monsters Inc. That's the same fucking plot.
It's the same plot. Like there's a whole underworld of monsters, and the effects were so good in it.
Oh, so cool. It was like early Tim Burton.
Totally.
Before Tim Burton really had like a grasp on the style.
Totally. And it was such a unique plot, but not unique at all.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about kids on bikes. Something about kids on bikes in the 80s solving mysteries. Like,
I get that.
Everybody had a Scooby Gang. There's something about that movie that was just so fucking cool. And that was one of those movies where I watched it and I went, okay, it's a really good movie, but I really like the scary parts.
Yeah. Me too.
I really think I like scary shit. And like, not like for like, not because I'm like trying to like get attention, but because I like,
this is actually,
it's exciting.
Yeah.
Little Monsters was just awesome. So yeah, I guess that'd be the bigger nugget, is the relation of people in their working lives.
That was fantastic. Yeah, I had no idea.
There's what other stuff? What is anything that kind of like connected to Little Monsters.
So give me something from Little Monsters. Yeah, give me some.
I'm trying to think.
All right, fuck it. We're gonna play 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon,
Oh.
but not with Kevin Bacon.
No, not with Kevin Bacon. No, 6 Degrees. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
From Little Monsters.
Okay.
And I am not trying to do this in my head. I'm just going to give you fucking something random, and
Okay.
I know you're actually good at this. So
I hope so. It's been a while since I've used these skills.
bring me to Titanic.
Oh, ooh. Okay.
I'm trying to think of something big enough with a lot of fucking names in it.
Yeah, I think I can do it. You just got to give me a second to.
Yeah.
I think I can do it. Because there's a couple big movies you can draw connections to.
So you have to do this. Remind me of the rules. The rules are you have to do it in 6 or less.
In 6
steps?
or less moves, yeah.
Okay,
And
okay.
it can be connected by anybody.
Yeah,
it can be connected
right.
by
It
anybody.
can be connected by the catering service. It can be connected by
Yeah.
yeah. I was going to go into production, but if we're mentioning catering first, you probably understand like the director is a part of that.
That's pretty unique.
environment.
So we've got Little Monsters, we've got Titanic. And I'll walk you through my thought process as I think through
that's what
things.
I want to hear. Yeah.
So like I'm thinking like first and foremost, I'm thinking director level, right? I don't recall off the top of my head who directed Little Monsters.
Do you want me to double check you?
No. We're going old school. We're not using help. So James
guys, I am smiling my ass off right now. This is so much fun.
So James Cameron directed Titanic.
Yeah.
We know some of the major stars of Titanic. You've got Leo, you've got Kate Winslet, you've got Billy Zane, you've got isn't Bill Paxton in there?
I don't know.
think Bill Paxton
Literally,
might be
you named
in
the
there.
3 people I do know that are in that movie.
Yeah. I am unsure if Bill Paxton. I feel like Bill Paxton might have been in Titanic,
Do you
but
want me to-
no.
I won't tell you, but I'll be like, you fucked up. Start again.
No, we'll go off the assumption that he's not because I can make another connection.
All right.
So that's where I'm going now. And again, I'm just talking out loud as I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
of course.
I'm
Otherwise, this would be
thinking
real boring.
other jumps you could make from here. Like if you start with James Cameron, you start off on that. I'm trying to think, okay, think of Little Monsters, think of James Cameron, think of areas where like gray areas that you could blend. So James Cameron was married to the director Catherine Bigelow. Catherine Bigelow directed Near Dark. Catherine Bigelow directed Point Break. Point Break had Patrick Swayze, Keanu Reeves. So that's an easy one that we could probably use as a connection. But see, Little Monsters, I think Daniel Stern is going to be our best bet to get there because Daniel Stern was in Home Alone. Home Alone had Catherine O'Hara, John Candy, Macaulay Culkin, Kieran Culkin. Kieran Culkin was in Saved. No.
Whoa.
No. Kieran Culkin was in Igby Goes Down. Igby Goes
He was
Down.
in Save too. He was in the wheelchair kid.
That was Macaulay Culkin.
No.
Yeah, that was Macaulay.
Was it?
Yeah, that was Macaulay.
Oh. Kieran's the better actor of the two.
Agreed.
Kieran's fucking amazing.
But
Igby Goes Down was the shit, by the way.
Igby Goes Down was so good. We know Jeff Goldblum's in Igby Goes Down. He's got a pantheon of films. You could look also at Party Monster if you wanted to for Macaulay Culkin connecting off Home Alone. That would bring you into like Seth Green territory.
Fucking Marilyn Manson. Who
Yeah,
else was in Party
that was
Monster?
a really weird one.
Yeah.
The only one I really remember is like Seth Green.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see so we can make some jumps here to Titanic. Seth Green and Leo, were they in anything? Seth Green and Kate Winslet, like Billy Zane, we could work off of like a Tales from the Crypt angle because of Demon Knight.
I keep as a movie nerd, I keep wanting to jump in and like give you extra suggestions.
It's hard, right? Because
it's
you might see something and be like, no, this might be a connection, dude.
like you might have, I got bigger properties in my head with more names in them.
Yeah.
And of course, we're just looking at.
We're looking at each other, and I'm kind of looking around the room as I'm thinking.
But
too.
I mean, we're also just you're just talking actors.
Yeah, I'm just talking actors right now.
I can't name DPs off the top of my head.
I don't think I have the acuity to do that anymore myself. I probably directors would maybe writers, but probably not even writers at this point.
It depends who it is, because
yeah.
Home Alone, which you already mentioned. Again, I'm not going to fucking connect any dots.
Yeah.
But that was written by Christopher Columbus.
Yes, it was
directed.
Both. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Yeah. John Hughes wrote it.
Yes. It
Directed.
was directed by Christopher
And see, now
Columbus.
that opens a whole other can of worms. You're so right.
Yeah.
Because now you can bring in Harry Potter franchise, which would be rare that we'd find anybody connecting them
Really?
in there. But there might be. I'm trying. I like the Billy Zane angle for a reason.
Okay.
Because he's connected to Jada Pinkett Smith. William Atherton is in that movie. William Atherton's a bad guy in a lot of movies. Fuck.
You keep talking. I'm going to talk to the people.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like a sports announcer for this because this is. I mean, I am like you. Fucking keep working. I
know.
Jesus, I sound like a bad father.
I had to adjust the headset so I didn't hear you so much.
You fucking keep working. You get back out there and make this money. This is literally fascinating. I am so fucking fascinated by this. This is like watching Zorro work or like Robert Rodriguez work. It is crazy. Do you ever see someone so in the zone with something like you go to a bookstore and this dude's just looking at magazines. You're like, dude, no one buys magazines anymore. No one's buying Starlog. Just go get your Starbucks. Go look at the latest fucking blank book you're gonna buy or something else.
Got it.
You go to half price. You fucking kidding me?
I got it.
I have no idea what I was saying. I was staring at your face the whole time.
So this is okay. This is going to take a second, and I'm going to have to rework my steps because I might have just forgotten.
Okay,
but I got it.
Fingers up.
It all revolves around Macaulay Culkin's our focal point here. He's kind of our
As
big connector.
is most fantasies of the 90s. Yeah.
Right, makes sense. So we were on the right track. So Daniel Stern was the father in Little Monsters.
Correct.
Daniel Stern was the villain in Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin is in Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin starred in a movie called The Good Son.
Yep.
With Elijah Wood.
Yep.
Elijah Wood was in Lord of the Rings, directed by Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson directed the lovely, was it The Beautiful Monsters or The Lovely Creature with Kate Winslet?
Get the fuck out!
There we go.
Holy
did it.
shit, man!
I think it's called The Beautiful Creature, The Lovely Monster. Now that I know Peter Jackson directed it, so I am going to.
Oh my god! Okay, I think we just figured out a new way to end the episodes. I'm gonna try and find a weird. I'm gonna like something we talk about. And then I'm going to throw a monkey wrench in there to try and get you to do this. What I'm going to do, because, I love adding more work to myself, is I'm going to start timing you.
Oh,
And,
okay. I dig that.
I'm going to leave this.
Heavenly Creatures.
Heavenly Creatures.
Heavenly
Fuck
Creatures.
yes, I remember that movie.
I was confusing The Lovely Bones and Heavenly Creatures, but Kate
Oh.
Winslet is in that, and she did work with Peter Jackson.
Wow, dude, that's incredible.
You have to mix. You got to get creative because it can't
Jesus.
always be actors. You have to like.
Yeah.
And we're late, so it's my brain's not firing on all pistons.
remarkable.
But
Okay, so I'm leaving this to the people out there because
Okay.
one, I need some fucking engagement. So make sure you write in the comments this.
yeah,
What should be a good, decent time frame for Andrew to get the 6 degrees of whatever the fuck we put him under.
yeah.
And I think what I'd also like to do is people can write in their suggestions.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to take some of their suggestions and then comment to a movie we talk about in an episode.
Absolutely.
So like really there should be no fucking connection, but you're going to make the connection anyway.
Yep.
And what should be a time frame? So give us a suggestion on a time frame.
Sure.
Give us movie suggestions every fucking episode from here on out. Just give me a movie suggestion and
Yeah.
I'm going to pick one. And then I kind of want to give you a prize. Like you should fucking like work for this. So like, what should we give Andrew? Like, don't say money or nothing. Because,
No.
but like, do you want one of my cats? Like what? Like
Knox.
what as a prize? Oh yeah, you can fucking take Knox. That's fine. What as a prize would be like awesome? Like maybe like
I'll think of something.
like we have to watch a movie, like a movie that like like you get choice next time we do a movie night or something like that.
That's a dangerous one. Well, that's a dangerous one for you.
Oh, it's wildly dangerous because you end up picking these movies. And, I mean, the irony is I bitch and complain, but literally, like they're like the most fun things I watch. Like I think the last one we watched was African Kung Fu Ninjas or Kung Fu Zombies.
Yeah, we watched that one, and I also remember I got you to watch. And I was like, "This movie's so fucking good," and I was like, I found it, and I was like, "Yes, it was Stacy, Attack of the Zombies," and I'm like, I remember how good this was, and then we watched. I'm like, "Oh, this was so bad. I'm sorry."
That was the Japanese movie.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Oh, that was not very.
It was not good, but I remember loving it when I was younger.
There's a movie that I watched. I say recently, but it happened during COVID, so of course,
Yeah, so recently.
I can't tell you what the name of the movie is. I can't remember.
That's okay.
But it was a Japanese movie kind of in the same vein.
Sure.
Of like super fucking low quality. It's like, hey, I got a handy cam. Let's go make a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a girl, a Japanese schoolgirl who falls in love with a zombie because he's dead.
Okay.
And then she breaks up with them to go out with Jason Voorhees.
Oh, that sounds phenomenal.
Legit Jason Voorhees.
That sounds phenomenal.
But it's like the costume they got for Jason was like, okay, you bought the costume.
Yeah.
And did no modifications to it. So it looks like, like my first cosplay.
Yeah. I love that.
It's wildly bizarre.
I love that.
And it's not good. It's super not good.
It sounds awful, but I would watch it in a heartbeat.
But it was in the vein of Stacy.
Yeah.
Which made me think of you while I was watching it, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm not going to recommend this. This is awful.
Bad.
Well, Andrew, thank you so much for joining us. Fuck.
You're so professional.
Us.
You're so professional with this outro.
Well, fucking day.
I'm open. Like I'll say a couple parameters for the 6 degrees.
Yeah.
I am not allowed to use a phone until after I have submitted a response and feel confident in my answer.
Okay.
I do not want to use technology.
I love that.
I want to use my brain.
It was so fucking phenomenal watching you.
Yeah, it might be rambling for a little bit, but I will get there. And if I can't get there, no harm, no foul. Even if I will find a way to get there in a certain amount of steps. Right. I may not meet the 6 every time, but I will find a way.
Do you think I kind of want to do a punishment then, because I want you to have a prize.
Okay.
Whatever that prize is, we got to figure that out.
Okay.
But I want you to have a punishment if you can't.
Sure.
Because you are, goddamn, you are scary knowledgeable. I remember you, me, and Andy were sitting upstairs one day and we mentioned something about Linnea Quigley. And we're like, we watched 3 of her movies. And Andrew just pipes up. He's like, well, the 20 that I saw last week also had blah, 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 blah. And you just named off all these people. And I was like, I didn't know fucking any of those people. And you were like, well, this person was famous for XYZ. And you just you went down their IMDb list from memory, and it was crazy.
I wish I could use this to make money. I know, right? This could be it. Yeah, I mean,
wouldn't that be a goddamn shame? By the way?
I think it's fun. It's kind of like trivia to me, or it's like putting a puzzle together. It's like, because everybody in Hollywood or in the entertainment industry works together at some point in time. I guess I would say I'm not opposed to trying to make connections for foreign films to American films or foreign films to each other. I'm not saying I'm going to be good at that. Right. Those will probably be the ones where I would have a harder time.
Because there's not a lot of crossovers.
No, if we want to do obscure American films and B-rate American movies and
stay with American
or
stay with
movies in English, I guess would be a better way. Because British movies I could connect. Australian, maybe New Zealand movies, I could maybe do an okay job of bringing into the fold. But a Japanese movie and connecting that back to an American movie is going to be really tough, unless the focal point is Shimizu from The Grudge, because he was really one of the big guys, or
Ken Watanabe.
Ken Watanabe.
These fucking the crossover people who don't Asami was in a couple English movies, but not much.
Asami would be a really, really hard one to do.
Yeah, because her filmography. I'm actually going through her filmography right now,
nice,
and it's
dude.
Man, they're fucking garbage, and I love
they're
every
terrible.
second of it.
She
I
did
just
Pink
watched
films.
Toilet of the Dead.
Yeah.
Or
Toilet of the
Zombie
Dead.
Ass.
Yeah, Zombie Ass of the Dead. Have you watched Lust of the Dead? There's 5 of them.
I have them all.
I do
I
too.
am just waiting to watch them.
just-
I can't.
It's maybe those are ones we watch together because
That-
it's
I
like
think that would
I've
be
wanted to
way-
try,
yeah, me
but I'm
too.
like I don't want to be watching it alone. And then like Andrea comes down and she's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "I feel dirty." Like,
Yeah.
it just looks like it's gonna be scummy.
And it's definitely not a movie you can. I think like most bad movies, you have to watch with someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like if you want to if we want to start like just to get a feel for it and do like maybe like 80s nostalgia movies and then
Or whatever someone suggests.
whatever someone suggests. I mean,
If only one person suggests one thing, that's the fucking thing I'm going with.
yeah,
by the
I'm
way.
totally good with that.
But it does. I will abide by your stipulations. It does have to and I'll even go a little bit above that because matching a British film to
Yeah.
something else might be tough. I would
could do some
stick
of it.
with. Here, I'll say this: stick with country
Sure.
and time appropriateness.
Yeah, like if
I'm not going to match a 1920s movie.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. Like, I could probably do a fairly good spectrum of like 70s through like probably current American films.
I would think so.
I got a better handle. Like,
Yeah.
60s and before, I'm
That'd be tough.
probably not going to do the best with. I mean, even like British films, like if you're talking older stuff, like in my head, you got Christopher Lee, you got Malcolm McDowell.
Right,
You're
right.
going to
The
have
Hammer
those
films
focal
and shit.
points. Yeah, Hammer films and things like that. I can connect a lot to that. I can connect a lot more current, like off of Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright,
Oh, yeah,
because they
right,
all
right,
have their
right,
like
right.
comedy tropes that run together.
Troops.
Troops. Thank you.
I just don't want
Not
to think
tropes.
like I was
yes,
like
troops.
We said tropes a lot tonight.
We did. But so yeah, like I'm open to trying anything. I will do my very damnedest to get there in 6 degrees.
I fucking love this, man.
But yeah,
fucking
no
love
no
this.
phones, no technology for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
You are welcome to check things on your phone.
Yeah.
And spot check me, or I will not pay attention to whatever you say if you do commentary, because I will be too in my. All I ask is at some point in time I might need paper, like a pen and paper.
Oh, I mean that makes sense. That's stupid. Like you can't expect someone to do this shit in their head, after the age of 21.
Yeah.
you got responsibilities.
Yeah.
There's
We
other
got
shit still in
shit
your
to
head.
do.
Yeah, exactly.
But I get. Do you want to do one more before we end?
Do you want to?
Yeah, it's fun. Do you want to try one more? And like we'll just see if I can do it. If we can't do it, fuck it. Who cares? But
All right.
Like
that's
just
how
one for fun.
That's
and
that's how we're gonna wrap.
we'll hook everybody.
So Toilet of the Dead. No, I'm kidding. Give me something to start.
All right, let's stick in the 80s
'Kay.
sphere. I don't want to do anything too like easy. Why don't we? And I don't want to overthink it either.
Just fucking give me something because I have to overthink it.
Well, let's start. Oh fuck! Everything I'm thinking of, I feel like it's gonna be too hard. Let's go with the Warriors, and I don't know why.
Wow, what you are fucking backing yourself into a corner here.
I know there's like not a lot going on there. Maybe that's not a good place to start.
No, I mean, like, let me give you horror nightmares of trying to relate to shit. Warriors is not one of those movies. Like,
No.
Can you name 2 actors in that movie?
I don't know if I could give you their real names.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, yeah, it wouldn't work. No,
All right,
I take it back. I rescind it.
Come on.
I rescind it.
Give me the first movie you think of with this on the cover.
Okay.
A car.
Christine.
Wow, shit. Okay. God damn, dude.
Fuck.
Okay.
I think I can make that work.
You fucking better because
That's what we're going with. You know?
Okay, Christine. Do you want to stay in the 80s or do you want to go
No.
out branching it?
Yeah. Whatever you're feeling.
Whatever I'm feeling.
Yeah, whatever you're feeling.
In the correct stipulations of, and I'm going to say this, not obscure genres. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not going to give you Kenneth Anger movies.
Yeah. I mean, please don't. I mean, if you want me to try and connect something to Lair of the White Worm, I'll try. But
Jesus.
or the witches, or not the devils.
Wow. That good comeback, man. I always think I stump people with that, and they're like, "Oh no, yours is discography." I'm like, "Oh,
I could probably do Lair of the White Worm because you got not Benedict Cumberbatch.
Stop! I'm gonna give you something.
Okay.
Okay. What movie did you pick? Warriors?
No, we picked a different one.
Vice versa.
Christine.
What'd you pick? Christine to. Fuck it. I don't want to make this too hard, but I want to make it too easy. Staying in country. Let's do Fight Club.
Christine to Fight Club. Ooh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he's stepping up to bat.
All right, so Christine.
He's looking up in the air, and
I don't remember the main
he's
character.
mumbling a little bit, but I can see in his eyes
But I know it's a Stephen King book.
Some glow.
He's involved in it. So we can use Stephen King as a crux
prestigiousness there. And I'm just gonna stop paying attention to what I'm saying here. I'm just gonna.
If we jump to Stephen King,
I'm gonna move the microphone a little bit further away.
Overdrive.
Okay, he's looking at Maximum Overdrive. Maximum Overdrive was a movie about
Emilio Estevez was in that.
A truck and a pop machine
Fight Club
that throws pop cans at a baseball coach's dick, and Emilio Estevez was in that with a big Joker face truck, and it was. And then Brad Pitt was not in Maximum Overdrive.
No.
But I would love to see that movie. This audio probably sounds fucking terrible, and I feel so bad talking this close to the microphone.
That's why I have the headphone off, so I can't hear it.
It's really smart.
Okay, so
I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm going to talk a little more ASMR. So he's thinking about Christine right now. Christine is the movie in question, and if we just sit here and pay attention long enough, I think I'm going to start playing Duck Hunt. Man,
Brad Pitt's got a.
I'm really glad I got
Ocean's
to pee because
11.
that was really fun. Ocean's 11 was a movie. It had
Damon.
It did have Matt Damon in it. You know who Matt Damon is? He was the guy who was lost on Mars, and no one went to go get him. They really should have. He was also in Air, which is actually pretty good. We just watched that the other night. Johnny Depp was in a movie called. He was in a movie called West Side Story, and West Side Story was.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. For sure. Okay, so Christine was written by Stephen King.
1.
Stephen King wrote Secret Window.
2.
Which starred Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Johnny Depp. It was in pretty much, I mean, we'll just pick a fucking movie by Tim Burton. Which has Helena Bonham Carter.
All of them.
So specifically, we'll say Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
And then we're going to Fight Club. Helena Bonham Carter was in
Oh,
Fight
son
Club.
of a bitch!
Yeah.
I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
We
got it.
Hold on.
So that was 4, I think. Yeah, let's talk.
Stephen King.
Yeah.
To Johnny Depp.
Yep.
To Helena Bonham Carter.
Yep.
You did it in 3.
I did in 3. Yeah. It's fun. I like doing these things.
All right. This is going to be a weekly thing. So guys out there, give me some good shit. Don't be a dick and go like way off the deep end, but give me some fodder.
Yeah, I mean, think of
from.
unrelatable things that you don't know that they could relate, and I'll find a way to try and make them relate.
And I try not to give you like a too hard of a movie.
No, I mean, Fight Club had big actors.
Yeah,
and that made it a little like. I was thinking Brad Pitt might be the one to go off of, but then it's like, fuck.
I was thinking Fincher, man. That dude's...
Fincher would have been good, because then I was kind of backtracking like Morgan Freeman. Oh, and we could have done it that way too. You could have easily done it that way. Brad Pitt to Fight Club to 7, Morgan Freeman's in Shawshank, a Stephen King book, right back to it. Stephen King, like...
He's done too much.
And that's when it gets easier when they're bigger.
Yeah, right.
And that's okay. Like, again, there's multiple ways to do this. But if you have smaller ones, it usually makes it a little harder. Like, it like, say we did The Burbs. Like, okay, you've got Tom Hanks, you've got Carrie Fisher. Yeah, you've got some big ones there. But if we're trying to connect it to something out of time or a little more indie, like, I'm not going to say
would be the confusing one. I think.
Yeah, like I'm not going to say
true
like
indie.
Yeah, like don't try to connect. Don't say don't try. It's going to be very hard to connect like a Joe Dante film to a Gus Van Sant film.
Yeah,
because I mean Gus Van Sant gets some pretty big people too.
He does. I was thinking like gamers.
Sure.
Like good fucking luck.
Oh yeah, that would be hard because that's super indie.
Brian, the guy who plays Jesus Christ,
The monk.
the monk. Thank you.
Yeah, Cass.
Cass. Brian, whatever his name is. I fucking love him.
Yeah,
he's
awesome.
actually in other stuff, and I've seen him in other stuff. With
Okay.
like, you are on TV for this thing, and
He was
then
like in a Microsoft commercial or something.
Was he really?
Yeah, that's the last I saw.
and like Jen Page,
Yep.
and she's in other shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean the ability to get there would be possible, but can you do it in 6?
Yeah, can you do it in 6? Probably not. Stuff like Kevin Smith movies, like big cameo movies, are going to make the connections easier.
Correct.
So if you want me to do it, I will. I mean, we'll have fun with it still, but I'll probably connect it fast.
Yeah, I want to hear from what people out there. So, for grins and giggles, if someone gives me like 100 fucking movies, I'm going to categorize them by country, and I will not take anything that's like shit, like super fucking low end, hard to find, hard to match, unless we are in that genre on the episode.
For sure. If we're talking through it and it makes sense and it fits the bill, like it's going to be hard to connect anything to Neil Breen. Just going to be honest with you there. But
I wouldn't know how.
I could connect stuff to Tommy Wiseau.
That's easier because you have a much bigger pool to choose from.
Yeah, and and even with Greg and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
well,
but even that's pretty. That's even pretty slim pickings there. You
Retro
know,
Puppet Master.
Yeah, or if you wanted to connect something to like the Karate Kid or something like. Okay,
that's bigger.
Yeah, like you could use Billy Zabka. You could use, and again, I'm not trying to spoil things, but just to get people thinking of the logic and how my brain thinks, like I think this type of shit is fun. So I like the challenge.
Hell yeah.
And I'll admit defeat when I know I can't make it. So it's like, don't be afraid to submit stuff. And if you know stuff and you're like, fuck yeah, like I've got a French film.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can do it. I'm not saying I can.
Yeah. Well, that's fuck. Besides like some big names in the French community, like I can name like 3. Jean-Luc Godard, Jean-Pierre Jeunet. Like all my shit goes to directors.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I don't know a lot of French actors per se.
Amélie.
Yeah. Amélie, Marie Cotillard or whatever her name is.
Can you name something else?
From her or from in particular?
Her.
I mean, like the only thing I can think of for her would be like, The Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, fuck.
She was, what's her nuts?
I didn't, okay. All right, fuck you. That's awesome.
I can answer the question.
This is going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
This is going to be super good.
And have fun with it. Like I said, I don't get discouraged from this stuff. We used to play this at the video store when we were closing. And it was just, like I said, I will not use technology. Jay will keep me honest on that. We'll just, like I said, I might need pen and paper, but otherwise, and throw TV shows out there too if you want. Like if you want me to connect a TV show to a movie, I'll do it.
All right.
I'll find a way.
Fuck. I mean, well, hold on, because like TV shows have like a pretty fucking. Does it have to be the episode or can it be the show?
No, I would put it to like the show.
Okay, I was gonna say because like. I don't know the big like Law and Order. Like I've never watched an episode of Law and Order. It just doesn't interest me. But I know like tons of people get their start on Law and Order, and like, there's cameos galore, and there's like director cameos galore. So you have shit to choose from there.
And like from that era, I don't watch Law and Order either.
Yeah,
I've seen stuff with cameos,
but like every episode has someone who eventually goes on to do something. Like literally, like that's where you start acting.
Oh yeah, that and like the CSIs and all that stuff. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to cite that, but I could try to find a way like to connect it based off the main characters that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough if it's stuff like that, or if it's like, because I just don't watch those crime shows that. But I mean, that doesn't mean I'm not going to try.
Right.
Okay, so especially if I know
are the mix.
Yeah, and if there's something, if it's like I've never seen that, maybe that's where we insert like a mulligan rule. Not a mulligan, but it's like if you want to give me one big name from that show.
Okay. Okay.
Where it's like, okay, I haven't seen this show.
Okay.
Here's a name.
How about this? Because I like making fucking game rules. This is like my greatest fucking thing I love to do.
I'm with you.
What if we pick a movie
Yep.
or show, whatever it is, that's concrete.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
And I will give you something from someone, but now you get +1 to your moves.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that.
I like that we're doing D.
It's like a lifeline type of thing.
It's like a
Yeah.
lifeline. You get a +1. So not on 6, now you have 7.
Yeah.
But you're literally connecting something you have never seen
Yeah.
to something else.
And I will go one step further. If there are movies out there and if I can do it, I will fully admit if I have or have not seen the movie. Because there are some movies that I haven't seen that I know a lot about, but I've never watched them.
Okay, I'm dying to know this, but we're going to figure this out next
Yeah.
time. We're going to start with this next time.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go into my question.
I dig it.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can benchmark it too. If we do a good one or it's quick and we want to do another one at the end, I'm done for whatever.
I like
man.
that. Okay, so guys, make sure you give me some movie titles.
Please do.
Shit in the
I like thinking of fun things.
in the comments. Oh my god, this is like legitimately. I am like
You're
giddy
super
in my
stoked,
pants.
right?
I am super stoked. I love being a game master, and this is essentially a game. So.
I like connecting dots and doing trivia and stuff like that. So like this is like
All right, so you're so good at this, you don't get a reward. Your
No.
reward is you get to
playing
continue
the
it
game
again next time.
Yeah, playing the game is my reward because I haven't done this since I worked at the video store. I mean,
this is amazing.
20 years.
Yeah.
It's been 20 years since
The only
I played
game
this
I used to play was My Choices Are Better Than Yours. And I won every goddamn time. But the sad note is, I never won.
Yeah.
I went home a loser.
Aw, you're not a loser to us, man.
So yeah, write down in the comments, do the shit. I don't fight. We're fucking done. Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah,
This is
thank you,
fucking
brother.
blast. Let's do it again next week.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Take care, man. You have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Bye, everybody.
Bye
out
bye.
there.
6 degrees of goodbyes.
Oh.